Following is a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports.
Sioux Falls West has it another time. Bergeson, now it's in onside. Shot, they score! Beckett Haldy wins it in double overtime.
And a hat-trick goal.
It's time for the State Varsity Hockey Tournament on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports, presented by the South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association. The State Hockey Tournament is brought to you by Zander Auto Parts, the Aberdeen Chamber, Wagner Auto, Allied Plumbing and Heating, Weatherall, and the Field House.
Out to the blue line. Carter Vilhauer gets free. That shot, score! We're tied at 4! Vilhauer ties it up with 7:45 to go.
And by Bauman Lumber, DJ's Cenix, Stalkin Peterson LLP, Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, First United Methodist Church, and River Bottom Sanitation.
So here now a chance for Sioux Falls West back in the offensive zone. That shot, here's Campbell. They score! Jeff Campbell makes it 3-2.
And by Hermanson Endodontics, Envirotech, Lake Area Tech, Leisure Palace, May Adam, Pelican Power Sports, and First Dakota National Bank.
Rushmore Thunder, 22-0 in the regular season. They survived last night, down 1-0 through 2 periods. They won it 4-1, and they celebrate an undefeated season and a 7-0 dominant performance and win the state championship over the Sioux Falls West Flyers.
And now to the booth for the call with John Winkler and Jim Lloyd. The following is a special
good afternoon as we welcome you back here for Game 2 of our state tournament. John Winkler alongside Jim Lloyd, as it is the Sioux Falls East Flyers and the Aberdeen Cougars, a 2-7 matchup, as Sioux Falls East will look to knock down probably the hottest team coming into this state tournament. Again, John Winkler alongside Jim Lloyd. Aberdeen was a team just a couple weeks ago, Jim, that wasn't a part of the state tournament. They were into the top 8, and then they got hot, and they kept winning games, and they got themselves to 7th. They almost got themselves to the number 6 seed, and now here we are, a chance for Aberdeen, who's 11-11. Can they get the upset of the number 2 seed, Sioux Falls East Flyers?
Well, I think they can. I mean, this is a team that's played really well at the end of the year. Good teams play well just before the tournament, and that's exactly what Aberdeen is doing. You have to know that they have a little confidence, and they know they can win at the end of the year. And that's what you need right now. And Sioux Falls, coming in at the 2 seed, I don't think anything's safe. This Aberdeen Cougar team is a confident team at the end of the year.
Well, you look at what's just transpired in the first game. As you see the bracket, Yankton was down 3-0. A little bit of a lesson for Sioux Falls East, I think, and for Aberdeen. You're the lower seed, you get a 3-0 lead. You have to be able, if you're the lower seed, you have to be able to not let your guard down. If you're the higher seed, you're saying, boy, there's no game that's going to be out of our reach here. We can go after. We just saw Yankton come back from a 3-goal deficit and win 6-3 over the Capitals. And now here in this game, if you're Aberdeen, again, you can't rest on your laurels if you end up with a 3-0 advantage. And if you're Sioux Falls East, you can't get down on yourself early on because there's a lot of hockey to be played. And I think both of these teams saw how that game went. And I think both of them have a little bit of I wouldn't say different mindset, but something of a little bit of a shift in saying, hey, we can't get too high and you can't get too low, especially even in the midway point of a hockey game.
Well, and I think this game that we just saw is going to send a message to a lot of teams for the rest of this tournament, especially for the first game. But keep that in mind that this Sioux Falls East Flyers team is a good hockey team. They lost to Brookings 4-1 January 23rd, and then they dropped 2 to Rushmore like everybody in the league has. But that's all. Besides the Rushmore games where everybody has lost to them, they lost 1 game to Brookings. Other than that, they've had a really good season. This is a good hockey team.
They are led by Ryan Fenton's 23 goals, but right behind him is Owen Sesher at 22 and Hayden Hansen at 20. That top line gets the job done night in and night out for Sioux Falls East. Not that the other lines don't, but they're really good. Those three are really, really good. And then the Rothrocks that are sitting that first line defense, 25 assists for Broderick, 21 for Beckett. That's a lot of moving the puck around for those two defensemen.
Yeah, anytime you get 65 goals out of your first line, you're going to have to pay attention to them. Like I said, they've done it against everybody, basically, besides Brookings and Rushmore. They've done it all year long.
Aberdeen's got a good top line, too. Carter Vilhauer leads the team with 23 goals. Drake Rourke with 13 and Paxton Dahlman with 10. Those three get the job done again. They've really come on strong as of late. And they're also with the Andrew Weisenberger, who's got an .862 save percentage in net. They're a team, again, that it's not an easy number 7 team to beat. There is no easy games in this state tournament, even if no matter what the final score is, you look at the final score, the 6-3 win for Yankton. If you just see the final score, you go, oh, it looks like Yankton maybe were able just to keep ahead of the Capitals. It was not an easy win for them. There's not an easy win for the Sioux Falls East Flyers to come in against Aberdeen. They're going to make it tough, and those guys are a big reason why they're going to make this game tough for that number 2 seed to try and make sure that they hold up to their seed.
Well, like you said, this is a Cougars team that several weeks ago didn't know if they were even going to be here.
Yeah, and then
and they grouped together and had some very timely wins at the end of the year. Not only did they didn't go in at 8th, they went in at 7th, and like you said, they were a couple goals or a goal away from coming in a lot higher than that. This is a hot team,
and we're going to see if they're able to handle this today and see if they can keep that hot streak going in this state tournament against the Sioux Falls East Flyers. Let's take our break in the pregame show. When we come back, we will have those starting lineups and a puck drop between the Sioux Falls East Flyers and the Aberdeen Cougars. The 2-7 matchup here on at Capital City Rock, and you're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
It starts with a little push, a hand to hold, and the courage to step onto the ice for the very first time. But somewhere along the way, you stop needing a hand to hold. You find your edge, you find your grit, and you realize you are never skating alone. The future of hockey is waiting with South Dakota Hockey.
Weatherall Roofing and Insulation is a family-owned business that has served Central South Dakota for over 25 years. Weatherall Roofing and Insulation specializes in metal roof restorations and flat roof repair. They also offer the highest quality insulation using closed-cell polyurethane foam and blow-in fiberglass. For all your roofing or insulation needs, make Weatherall your first choice. And remember, just foam it.
The puck drops, the crowd roars. South Dakota hockey is in full swing. Capital City Ford is proud to support this year's state varsity hockey tournaments and celebrate the dedication, teamwork, and passion of every player on the ice. To all the seniors, congratulations on an incredible season. Whether you're heading off to college or staying close to home, we're here for all of your automotive needs. Stop by Capital City Ford in Pierre. We'll get you on the road to your next adventure. Capital City Ford in Pierre, driven by community, powered by you.
Hockey fans, are you ready for power, speed, and precision on and off the ice? At Pelican Power Sports, we bring that same championship mentality to your ride. Whether it's snowmobiles, ATVs, motorcycles, jet skis, or UTVs, we service and repair them all to keep you in the action year-round. Pelican Power Sports, service and repair with a personal touch.
At Muth Electric, we don't just power projects, we empower people. We invest in training, mentorship, and career development opportunities at every level. Because strong careers build strong communities. Your future is bright with Muth Electric. Muth Electric now hiring.
Do something to launch your future at Lake Area Tech. It's a living, working, thought-producing environment to help you level up in the workforce. Combined with hands-on training and real-world experience, you'll be ready to find a high-paying career you'll love right out of school, the way 99% of our graduates do. It's the best return on your college investment, the quickest path to your future success. Lake Area Tech, the start of something new.
As we welcome you back, we are getting set for a puck drop between the Hawaii Capitals and the Sioux Falls East Flyers and the Aberdeen Cougars. I'm still in that state tournament mode, or the Hawaii Capitals mode. But John Winkler alongside Jim Lloyd as we are getting set for our second game. Both teams will be making their way out here shortly. And Jim, this should be a good matchup between these two teams.
It should be a good one. It's a 7-2 seeds. And we talked about it. It doesn't really matter. When you get to the state tournament, it doesn't matter where you come in. You have to win. You have to win to keep on moving in this state tournament. As you see, the Aberdeen Cougars taking the ice. It's a second game of 11. We're going to bring all of them to you throughout the weekend. It'll be game after game, of course. 4 today, 4 tomorrow, and 3 on Saturday, which is Championship Saturday, as we await the Sioux Falls East Flyers, to take the ice. And they brought their cheerleaders along, John, along with their...
Oh, there you go.
I don't think we've seen that in a while. Nice to have that in front of the Sioux Falls Flyers faithful there, as the Sioux Falls Flyers in their white uniforms take to the ice. It's to our left-hand side as we sit right next to the camera. Your left is my left and your right is my right. And we are going to get ready for starting lineups.
We will send things down here in just a moment to Randy Preston to get those starting lineups. We'll send it right now to Randy Preston.
Furniture Mart feature ring for today's South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association Varsity State Tournament quarterfinal game, featuring the visiting 7th seed Aberdeen Cougars and the home team on the scoreboard, and 2nd seed Sioux Falls Flyers East. Now let's meet the teams. First, for the Cougars, starting at right wing, number 19, Frank Rohrig. At left wing, number 15, Paxton Dahlman. At center, number 12, Carter Vilhauer. On defense, number 7, Austin Smith. On defense, number 29, Jackson Danielson. And in goal for the Cougars, number 33, Andrew Weisenberger. Cougars are coached by Dana Myrie, Kevin Hunstead, and Landon Danielson. And now, for the starting lineup for the 2nd seed, Sioux Falls Flyers East. Starting at right wing, number 4, Ryan Fenton. And left wing, number 82, Owen Setzer. At center, number 3, Hayden Hansen. On the bench, number 5, Beckett Rothrock. On defense, number 95, Broderick Rothrock. And in goal for the Flyers, number 72, Lincoln Turner. Flyers head coach is Fowler Anderson. He's assisted by Trey Ponto. Your officials for this afternoon's game, as assigned by South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association, are as follows. Your referees from Strandburg, South Dakota, Matt Strand, and from George, Iowa, Matt George. Linesman from Rice Lake, Minnesota, Brian Rice. And from Lake Preston, South Dakota, Trevor Preston.
Wow, what crazy, how crazy is that?
It's weird. They must have been named after their towns.
That's right. That's
amazing.
All they want to do is name after their towns.
Randy Preston doing a number, as he usually does on the PA. And we are about ready to go. It's Sioux Falls East, the number 2 seed, against the Aberdeen Cougars. Coming in at the 7th seed. At the Shields Ice Plus here in Sioux Falls. It's the second game of 11 today. Jim Lloyd and John Winkler bringing it to you. We're happy to bring it to you anywhere in the world. You're watching us. We're glad to have you along.
We're ready to go. Second game of our 4 games today. As it is going to be Sioux Falls East, the 2 seed against the 7 seed Aberdeen Cougars. Jim Lloyd's got the call for you.
We are getting set up around that center circle. Instructions being given to both teams as we have some folks jumping, and this puck is down, and we are underway with the second game of this state tournament here in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. This is pushed along, back down to the defense. This is Rothrick over to Rothrick as Sioux Falls have this puck deep in their offensive zone. Along the near side, puck is worked back around for the Aberdeen Cougars, pushed around to the far side, held in by the Sioux Falls Flyers. Sioux Falls Flyers back out to the red line, throwing that one in is Fenton on a backhand. Puck looking for a centering pass. They got a centering pass. That was Fenton that took a shot off to the side. Perhaps the first shot on goal, maybe went around off to the side. No shot on goal scored yet. Aberdeen Cougars up and out of that defensive zone all the way back to the far side and taking off the puck. Over there was Dahlman. Sioux Falls quick to the corner as Aberdeen worked below that red line. Puck in front, nobody there for Aberdeen. Sioux Falls Flyers coming back the other way. This is Rothrick as he brings it up to Solonen. Solonen can't handle on his stick. As Brackett, Rothrock, he can't keep it in, and Aberdeen pushes it down into the near corner. New legs coming here for the Aberdeen Cougars as the Sioux Falls Flyers look to get up and out of that defensive zone and out to the neutral zone. In the neutral zone, this is Regalizzo as he chases over to the far corner looking for a backhand attempt on a pass, and this one is chipped out by the Cougars. Nobody could find it for the Sioux Falls Flyers. First one back down is Paxton Meyer. Paxton Meyer getting it up into this near side. This is Thatcher May. He's going to take it down, blocked off by the Cougars. The Aberdeen Cougars now get a chance to get it up out of their defensive zone. Good play there by Raisler. Raisler all by himself, waiting for a team to come off the bench. He's going to work it down in the near corner. And we're going to have our first penalty here as we are going to have a shot by Hansen for the Sioux Falls Flyers on a delayed penalty.
That's good. Just missed the net.
Yeah, it's going to miss the net as the Sioux Falls Flyers play with no goalie on a delayed penalty here. This is Fenton. Fenton going to take a shot in, rebound, and corralled in there by Weisenberger. They did call it a goal. As that one got around Weisenberger, nobody in the place saw it. Besides, I believe it was Fenton. Going through the line first was Raisler. So we are going to have a goal by the Sioux Falls Flyers.
And I don't think I got the replay. Yeah, they're just celebrating already, so I didn't see that happen.
It happened at 14:37.
Nobody knew that goal.
Nobody knew it, but I think the only one that knew it was Jackson Raisler, I think, as he got that goal. It somehow slid between the legs of Weisenberger, and it is going to be scored as a power play goal as they were working on a 6-on-5 on a delayed penalty.
Logan Fishback that got the penalty, but ended up being a Flyers goal instead of the power play. Well, or no, I don't know what they call it.
I don't know if they call that a power play or not. It was a delayed penalty as a shot goes on into the chest of Weisenberger. So we'll sort that out.
I don't believe that. I guess they are calling it. They're not calling it a goal. It is. So it is still.
So, yeah, they did wave off the goal as we're going to have an offensive faceoff here by the Sioux Falls Flyers. Yeah, so there's no goal. Sioux Falls Flyers went through the handshake line. There's a shot that just went wide by the Sioux Falls Flyers. This goes back out to Rothrock. Pass down in the center to the dot. The shot goes up and over the top. Sticked away somewhere in traffic. Sioux Falls Flyers work below that red line in their offensive zone. Back out to the near corner. All the way across just inside the blue line. Back to the dot into the center. Nice shot blocked away. A good save there by Weisenberger as the Sioux Falls Flyers work in their offensive zone. Down to the far dot. Looking down there for Broderick Rothrock as this comes out to the neutral zone. Breckert holds it in for the Sioux Falls Flyers. This is Fenton over on the far side looking for a centering pass and broken up just before it got there as the Aberdeen Cougars are going to send it down. Sioux Falls Flyers, new legs coming here up into the neutral zone. Passes up quickly, can't handle it, are the Flyers. Flyers now in that, this is Broderick, Rothrock.
Roderick Rothrock.
That's a mouthful. Well, we have that all weekend. Over to the far side, Sioux Falls defense to defense, looking back down, and Karam's back out into the neutral zone. John trying to run the camera and all the buttons all at one shot. As the Aberdeen Cougars try to clear the puck. There's a pad save by Weinenberger, and this one's going to chip down into the near corner. Sioux Falls trying to hold the zone, and they can't. Goes all the way back down. This power play is going to expire on the Sioux Falls Flyers, as they did get a few shots, maybe 3 shots in that power play attempt, as they now come up to the neutral zone. Up through the neutral zone, this is Raisler. Going to dump it down in the corner, pushed back around by the Aberdeen defense. Back out to the neutral zone. Sioux Falls Flyers trying to hold it in as they slap it down deep. Aberdeen Cougars up to the near side. This is Raisler dancing around right in front of that broadcast booth as he's going to take it down deep into the near corner. Sioux Falls Flyers pitch it back out to the blue line. Nobody there, picked up in the neutral zone. Over to the far side, and we're going to have an offside call here on the Sioux Falls Flyers.
I'm trying to do too many things at once here real quick. Let's get you that replay of that save made by Weisenberger, if we can here real quick. That going across, I believe this is the one where you going across on that pass, a quick pass across. Yeah, what a nice save there by Weisenberger, who has made 4 saves so far in nets.
As this one is wrapped around in the offensive zone, this is Hansen for the Sioux Falls Flyer. Back out to defense, a quick shot in, maybe broke up in traffic, and a shot from down below that red line as this puck is going to come back out to the neutral zone. Back over to defense, this is Rothrock, this is Breckett, as he's going to chip it in down to the far corner. New legs on the forward line coming here for the Sioux Falls. Puck in front, trying to get a backhand over is the Sioux Falls Flyers. There goes a shot in by Rothrock from the near corner. It's wrapped back around by the Aberdeen Cougars. Zone is held in the offensive zone here for the Sioux Falls Flyers. Now comes back out. And this is Broderick throwing it in the offensive zone out to the neutral zone. Trying to get in. Now the Sioux Falls Flyers are in. Bumped off the puck. There was a good defensive play. That was Solonen getting bumped off the puck as it wraps around out to the neutral zone. Neutral zone here for the Sioux Falls Flyers as they come in to the offensive zone. Back out to the neutral zone. Thrown in by Sioux Falls on the far side. Going over there to pick it up is Chance Bryam. As it comes out to the neutral zone, pushed ahead, tried to get it going as Warwick. As Sioux Falls Flyers, puck in front there, takes a shot off the pads. That shot went in there by Thatcher May. As it comes out, a centering pass, no possession here for the Sioux Falls Flyers. They're going to hold the zone. Taking a hit there, Vilhauer put one on to Rothrock. As the Sioux Falls Flyers in their defensive zone, going to try to push back up into that. This is Paxton Meyer. Paxton Meyer back over to Raisler. He's going to backhand it down in deep for the Sioux Falls Flyers. Pushed all the way back around by the defense of the Aberdeen Cougars up to the near side. This is Fishbach getting it up out of into the neutral zone and chasing back is Brackett. This one is touched along all the way down. Back behind Weinenberg. A little up and down hockey here for both of these teams as the zone is held on the far side by the Sioux Falls Flyers. Are going to take a shot. That's a pad save. Eisenbrenner getting his 5th puck, and this one finds it. He finds this one in his glove right at the corner of the post. And we get a stoppage of play. It's already down to 9:24 in this first period.
Weisenberger so far 5 saves on 5 shots, as he has been really good for the first couple of first near 8 minutes of this hockey game. Still nothing on the side for Aberdeen on shots on goal.
At 14:31, John and I and everybody in the building called it a goal for the Sioux Falls Flyers. This one goes back over the dot. There goes a shot and a pad save And a stoppage of play. That was Ryan Fenton turning on that one. We call a goal for the Sioux Falls Flyers. It was waved off. Sioux Falls Flyers went through the handshake line and did everything that you do when you score a goal, and it was called off as another shot goes up to Weisenberger. Weisenberger. I call it, yeah. So this one goes up, and Weisenberger's got this one in his glove as he jumps up. And we got a stoppage of play at 9:01. Aberdeen Cougars going to switch everybody.
As Aberdeen continues to try and just handle this pressure by Sioux Falls East, that they can build some confidence here that they've kept this a scoreless game.
Sioux Falls East spending most of their time in the offensive zone. There goes a shot and tipped away by Hansen in Sioux Falls offensive zone. This one goes back to the defense of Aberdeen. Going to try to get it up and out of that zone. They got the neutral zone going in. This is Vilhauer trying to stick handle along, and there was a rebound for a second. And we haven't talked about Lincoln Turner. He stops 90% of them, and he gets his first look at the puck at the 8:38 mark for the Sioux Falls Flyers. This is Vilhauer going to go in for an offensive faceoff, back out to the defense. That shot went away by Chance Bryam. And it's chipped high up into the air, held in by Bryam for the Aberdeen Cougars. Back over to Vilhauer, and he's got a slap shot, goes just a little bit wide. And they dump it back down on the chase. There is Vilhauer with Paxton Meyer.
Penalty coming up.
And we have
be against Sioux Falls East.
Sioux Falls East is going to be touching this one up, and we are going to get the penalty at 8:11.
Here's that shot that just missed wide of Lincoln Turner.
That was a good shot there by Vilhauer.
Hard to even see that puck go just wide. When you look at those starting goalies, and I believe you're Lincoln Turner, who's got the 9 wins, 1.36 goals against average, 903 save percentage, and 4 shutouts during the regular season for Lincoln Turner.
Paxton Meyer is going to go in the penalty box, as we are going to go on a Pelican Power Sports power play, and it is cleared down by the Sioux Falls Flyers. As the Aberdeen Cougars have an opportunity here on a power play to get that first goal in this state tournament. This one is intercepted in the neutral zone. This is Fenton. Fenton maybe looking shorthanded, a pass in, and he scores! That's going to be Hayden Hansen on a shorthanded goal, as he gets it from Ryan Fenton.
You look at this one coming straight in, and a great play to get it over to Hansen. And then Hansen went for the forehand to the backhand, and is easily able to tuck that in to make it now officially a 1-0 lead for Sioux Falls East.
They are officially on the board at 7:48, and it's a shorthanded goal. Aberdeen Cougars still have a minute and a half here to take advantage of this Pelican Power Sports power play, as Vilhauer at the red line. He's going to dance it in the offensive zone, and we're going to have an offsides here by the Aberdeen Cougars.
So it was Hayden Hansen from Ryan Fenton and Beckett Rothrock. And Fenton, that would be his 30th assist of the entire year. For Beckett Rothrock, that'd be his 22nd assist. He had 21 during the regular season. And for Hayden Hansen, 20 goals during the regular season. And he opens up Sioux Falls East with their first goal of the state tournament here.
We're going to face off here in the neutral zone. It is a power play on a Paxton Meyer penalty, as we are trying to get the right players on the ice here. They're going to have to drag somebody out of that Aberdeen bench, as Danielson.
The one referee was saying it's fine. The other referee was saying it was not fine. So Danielson does have to go to the bench, and Hosley has to come back out.
This face-off won by the Sioux Falls Flyers is going to be pitched down. Chasing back over the far side is Vilhauer. He's going to carry him this one back around as Byram. This is Vilhauer. Vilhauer's going to take it in the near side. He's going to throw it in deep. Aberdeen is in, looking for a centering pass, and it gets cleared back out by the Sioux Falls Flyers. We're under a minute as a backhand by Weisenberger gets it up in a hurry. This is Rourke. Rourke on a backhand looking for a play in front. Can't get his stick on it. In front, this is Danielson. He's going to throw it down to the far corner. Look out, that one went off the side of the net as Danielson holds it in. He's going to walk it in a little closer, looking for a tip in front for the Aberdeen Cougars. They had 2 in front. This is a power play opportunity. Defense back over to Danielson. He's going to take a shot that was broke up in traffic and into the screen.
Now, this is Sioux Falls East, but last year Sioux Falls West and Aberdeen played the first game of the year, and just like somewhat of this game, of the first game, it was a 3-goal lead for Sioux Falls West against Aberdeen. They came all the way back and forced double overtime for Sioux Falls West won. So just because it's a 1-0 lead and it's a 2-7 game does not mean that this game is far from over right now.
This one is cleared away and all the way on net. Down to Weisenberger. Aberdeen's got to hurry up on this power play opportunity. They're all the way up to the red line. 3 seconds ticking away as we get a whistle.
An offside against Aberdeen.
And offside, that was Malson that took a shot after he dumped it in on an offside. Sorry, that was Holland. He took a shot right up against the boards. 1 second left on the power play here for the Aberdeen Cougars. So it's going to be just the face-off. It is 1 over to Fishback for the Aberdeen Cougars. Pushed up into the neutral zone. And going back to retrieve that one is Vermeer. This is Sioux Falls Flyers quickly in the offensive zone. A pass over across. That pass was made by Solonen. And down, pass up, centering pass. Couldn't get anybody on it. It was the Sioux Falls Flyers. As it goes down to the near corner, it's going to be wrapped around by the defense of the Aberdeen Cougars and held in by the Sioux Falls Flyers. They've spent most of their time. There's a puck in front, and it gets around them. It's Ryan Fenton. And with 5:34 in this first period, has got the Sioux Falls Flyers East up by 2.
And you'll see this first initial shot was stopped, but then the rebound was able to squeak by Weisenberger, went off of his back and into the back of the net. And it's a 2-0 lead as Fenton, who had 23 goals in the regular season to lead this team, has his first in the state tournament.
Ryan Fenton staying with the puck as we have faced off as the Sioux Falls Flyers throw it down deep. This is Austin Schmidt going to try to retrieve. That's taken off of his stick as he finds it again, trying to get it up out of that defensive zone is the Aberdeen Cougars. Aberdeen Cougars on a backhand across the red line looking for Vilhauer. Chipped in, held in by Danielson on a hand. He throws it to his stick and it gets a shot and a pad save there by Lincoln Turner as it's held in momentarily by Austin Schmidt. He's going to go back defense to defense, back over to Danielson. He's going to throw it on net from the red line as it bounces off to the side. Regrouping in the defensive zone here is the Sioux Falls Flyers. Vilhauer putting up some pressure. He's got to get on his stick. He's going to step around. Going to work below that red line. Centering pass back out. Going to take a shot. Couldn't get much on it. Was Austin Schmidt and a puck in front. And it goes all the way back around. Sioux Falls Flyers are going to go 3-on-1 down to the other end, looking for a pass off the skate. Can't get anything on it. A backhand attempt. And Weisberger's got it. That was a backhand attempt there by the Sioux Falls Flyer, Thatcher May, as he was the first one down to that crease.
That puck went off of Lincoln Turner's behind. We'll speed it up here. We'll try and watch it again here. But you can see it go off of Lincoln Turner's backside right there, and it somehow didn't go in.
A good opportunity there by the Cougars as they look up to the red line, and they lose the puck in the neutral zone. Back up the other way is the Sioux Falls Flyers. They're in almost an offsides there by the Sioux Falls Flyers. Aberdeen Cougars are going to chip it high up off the glass. Chasing over there is Jackson Raisler. He gives it back over to Meyer and back to Raisler. This one's going to go down. This is Fishback. Going to turn it around, and that one goes up into the Sioux Falls bench and had everybody over on that side.
Hit the glass, but it hit the glass behind the bench.
Everybody on that side was ducking, including the fans and that Sioux Falls bench. We're going to face off neutral ice we're down to that 3:56 mark in this first period. It's the second game of 11 here at the Shields Iceplex in Sioux Falls. This is won by Sioux Falls Flyers as they're going to push it along, chasing over there on the far side for the Aberdeen Cougars is Wrigley Wasm, as the Sioux Falls Flyers are looking to get in the offensive zone. They chip it down in the near corner, chasing over on the far side is the Sioux Falls Flyers. The Aberdeen Cougars unable to get it up out of their defensive zone as a shot goes just a little bit wide. That shot went by Brent Cook. Back out to the defense. Defense taking a shot off the skate of an Aberdeen Cougars. They're going to throw it back down. Sioux Falls Flyers back down in that offensive zone as the Aberdeen Cougars carrying this one around. Coming to get the puck in the center ice. This is Wrigley Wasm as Vilhauer can't keep it going in the right direction. Back for the defense. The Aberdeen Cougars chasing into the near corner. Around the backside is Jace Bryan. He's trying to get it up to a wing. Now a centering pass, a dangerous centering pass in that defensive zone. Back up out of that defensive zone. We're going back the other way. This is Rourke. Rourke looking for a shot on that far side. That puck gets tipped in traffic. Sioux Falls Flyers getting it going with their legs up through the neutral zone. Up through the neutral zone and trying to get a shot there. Gets it taken off of his stick. That was Sesser. Aberdeen Cougars back the other way as it's thrown down deep by the Aberdeen Cougars and wrapped around over that far side. Sioux Falls Flyers trying to get it up off that red line, and they're going to go up again with their legs. This is Raisler. Raisler going to go in 1-on-3. Gets taken off the puck momentarily, maintains possession, flips it back in that far side. Over in that far side, down there to help for the Sioux Falls Flyers was Solonen as it gets wrapped around and held in there by Raisler. Raisler loses it off his stick out to the neutral zone. Sioux Falls Flyers, defense in that neutral zone over on that far side as they get taken off the puck back out to the neutral zone. Good defense being played there by the Aberdeen Cougars as Sioux Falls East trying to get up out of that defensive zone. A long stretch pass up to the blue line. Can't quite handle it cleanly was Solonen as they dump it in deep for the Sioux Falls Flyers. The Aberdeen Cougars back out to the near wing and pushing it along, and now dumping it in deep was Oswald. This is going to be covered by Lincoln Turner. We're approaching that 1 minute mark in this first period.
You're listening to KCCR FM Blunt, a Riverfront broadcasting station. As we're past 3 o'clock, game 2 of 4 today, game 2 of 11 for this state tournament here at the Shields Iceplex in Sioux Falls.
Offensive face-off here, Briggs Meadow, as he's going to throw this one around. Sioux Falls Flyers pitching it now out and across the neutral zone. Aberdeen Cougars looking for a red line pass. Now it's backhanded in as we are at that 1 minute mark as Clefman chases down to the near corner. He's going to lose the puck back out to Fishback. Fishback can't keep it going in the right direction. Sioux Falls Flyers neutral zone. Far ice pass stepping around over on that far side, and this puck's going to go a little bit wide as we're at 40 seconds left in this first period. Held in, and this one goes all the way back down to the corner. It's held in by Sioux Falls. Sioux Falls Flyers holding the line once again. It pitches it up in the air, goes all the way back across. That is Jace Bryan trying to keep it on his stick. The Aberdeen Cougars caught in a change as they're going to step around. Sioux Falls Flyers quickly in on that puck was Sesser. As the Aberdeen Cougars with 14 seconds left, working behind their own goalie, going to throw it all the way up to the red line. Nice pass there as they're going to go in 2-on-2. This pass is looking for Rourke. He can't keep it on his stick. Quickly, Sioux Falls Flyers with 2 seconds left. They got to shoot quickly, and they do. They get a shot off. May or may not have counted. As Weisenberger's got one more save before the end of that period. It was the Sioux Falls Flyers. We called an early goal, 14:37 for the Sioux Falls Flyers. It was taken off the board. And since then, they've had 2 goals at 7:48 and 1 coming in at 5:34. It's a 2-0 game. Sioux Falls Flyers East over the Aberdeen Cougars after 1.
We'll come back and recap this first period as you're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock, and you're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Ryan Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
Wagner Auto Company is your complete transportation headquarters. Now is the time to order your new Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram vehicles, plus a good selection of quality pre-owned and certified pre-owned vehicles. They'll take care of you after the sale with a full-service parts and auto body shop with trained technicians, along with a friendly financing team that'll work with you to find the best deal and one that'll fit your budget. Wagner Auto is your local full-service family-owned dealership for over 115 years. WagnerAuto.com. That's WagnerAuto.com.
Quality fuel, quality service. That's the DJ's Cenex promise. Derek and Maggie Dell are proud supporters of local hockey. Swing by for a quick refuel and experience the local friendly service and clean atmosphere that makes a difference. We're more than just a gas station. We're your hometown partner on the road. Get ready, because the best is getting even better. Our brand new state-of-the-art car wash upgrade is coming soon to give your vehicle the VIP treatment it deserves. DJ Cenex, fueled by community, driven by you.
As our Aberdeen teams take the ice at the state hockey tournament, we're cheering them on from home and inviting you to come see where that pride begins. Aberdeen is a community that rallies together, on the ice, in our schools, and across our local businesses. From great food and unique shopping to year-round events and family fun, there's always something happening here. So when the tournament wraps up, make plans to visit. Discover what makes Aberdeen worth the trip at aberdeensd.com.
Need cool as heck logoed caps, t-shirts, and snuggly sweatshirts fast? Get them at Cotton & Customs Embroidery and Screen Printing Studio in Volga. Their cool new, faster screen printing technique means no more plasticky, dried-out lettering to peel off after a few washings. No logo? Let Cotton & Customs design and digitize one for you, free. See their colorful embroidered logos really pop. Click cottonandcustoms.com. Let's brand your brand together.
The lawyers at the May Adam Law Firm in Pierre know how important your families are to you. If you've been putting off getting your affairs in order, know that the May Adam Law Firm is available to counsel you through your questions and help you get the documents in place so that you've made your loved ones secure. Call them at 224-8803 and they can chat with you about how to document your concerns and care for your family. We're all in this together, and the May Adam Law Firm is ready and able to help.
As we welcome you back, it is the end of the first period, and it is a 2-0 lead here for the Sioux Falls East Flyers over the Aberdeen Cougars. It should say 2-0, not 0-0 on that scoreboard. Let's change that here real quick. And there we go. It is a 2-0 lead for Sioux Falls East over Aberdeen. Hayden Hansen got the first goal of the game. It was a shorthanded goal from Ryan Fenton, and then Ryan Fenton scored as well. I believe, I don't think I tagged the first replay for that first goal. We'll see if we can find it here real quick, as it was that shorthanded goal. Let's see here. This might be the replay. Yeah, this is the replay that Hayden Hansen, let's speed that up a little bit more. Hayden Hansen got that feed across that came from Ryan Fenton, and he was able to go from his forehand to his backhand and take it a 1-0 lead at that point. And then that second goal, just being able to sneak it in, Ryan Fenton the rebound. You saw the first shot was stopped, then that second shot goes off the backside of Weisenberger and in the back of the nets. And then we had the last replay we had, and I tried to slow it down, and you could see it with Lincoln Turner. It went off of the back of Lincoln Turner, and it ricocheted. It might have even hit the goalpost at that point.
And it went all the way across, and then it hit a skate of a Sioux Falls Flyer and had another opportunity to go in. So two pucks that just could have bounced one way or the other.
And yet here we are with Sioux Falls East. Only 3 shots on goal for Aberdeen. But with Weisenberger making 11 saves on 13 shots, that shorthanded goal, both teams are 0 for 1 in the power play, but special teams have already been a factor with a 2-0 lead for Sioux Falls.
Yeah, Sioux Falls East looking strong with 13 shots on goal. Most of that period was played in the offensive zone here for the Sioux Falls Flyers, as Aberdeen Cougars did everything they could do to escape that defensive zone. Had a couple nice looks, but just 3 shots on goal. And you're going to have to get a few more than that if you're the Aberdeen Cougars.
If you're watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports, I don't know how well. I think we're pretty dark over here on that side, but you maybe see right up the middle of where that open door is for the ice, straight up there. That's where Jim and I are located. You can kind of see me moving around a little bit, leaning into our monitor.
It's the best seat in the house.
Best seat in the house for all 11 games, and it's here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. As you look at the bracket from earlier from today, Yankton, who was down 3-0, came back and ended up winning 6-3 over the Hawaii Capitals as the 3 seed advances to face the winner of this game between Sioux Falls East and Aberdeen. The Capitals will play at 12 o'clock against the team that falls in this game, as both teams then will be fighting to stay alive to play on Saturday. Whether one of those 2 teams will end up going 0-2 and not playing on Saturday, as we have 4 games today, 4 games tomorrow, then the 3 on Saturday, and move into then the end of hockey season, which is hard to believe that we're now 1 game into our final 11 of the year, and we're less than 3 days away from being over with hockey.
It goes in a hurry, and what a first game we did have, John. You called that for the Wahi Capitals and Yankton Bucks. What a game. Wahi Capitals up 3-0 in that one and fall 6-3.
Again, if you just look at the final score, you're going to say, well, that
Yankton handled them.
Yeah, it wasn't much of a game, but that was a really good hockey game. Obviously, one side is feeling really good about it, the other side isn't. But really, from the outside, and just as a fan of hockey, that wasn't a 6-3 game that you would think about. If somebody told you a game ended 6-3, you wouldn't expect it to be that good of a hockey game as what we saw.
The 0-0 after 1, and then 3-0 Hawaii.
And what actually, let's talk about this game here real quick. It could have been a 3-0. It could be a 3-0 game for Sioux Falls East right now. That first, and I didn't get the replay in time. They were celebrating that they had scored the goal. They went through the handshake line, but it did not count. And Weisenberger, I think they had said he caught it well enough to stop the play. Maybe the whistle blew. Whether it was premature or not having the whistle blow doesn't negate the fact that the puck went in after the whistle, and so you can't count the goal. And Sioux Falls East end up not getting that goal. They still lead it 2-0, but it could be 3-0 right now for Sioux Falls East. But yet here, they're leading 2-0, and just like in the first game, maybe not in the score of the first period of the first game, you can't rest on a lead. And now that the Capitals rest on their lead, but no lead is safe in this state tournament.
Nope, it's state tournament time, and anything can happen as we progress up through this first game. We're going to about 7 minutes away from the puck drop here in this second period. And you got to know that the Aberdeen Cougars are here to win the game, as most of these teams look to advance into that semifinal game. It's the Aberdeen Cougars. They played very hot towards the end of the year, and something tells me if they can come out of the locker room and get one is about all they'll need to make this a real game.
Yeah, and again, last year Aberdeen was down 4-1 and came back, stormed all the way back, and ended up making it a 4-4 game. They might have been down 4-0 too. They stormed back and forced overtime, went to double overtime, and this Aberdeen team does not feel like they're out of this hockey game by any means. Even with only 3 shots on goal in the first period, they are far from feeling like they are out of this hockey game to start the second period.
Well, and you give credit to the Sioux Falls East, as they have 3 losses in the entire year, and their first goal of this game is a shorthanded goal. And I always kind of think of those shorthanded goals, they're almost kind of freebies, and you give up that first one, and and then you come back and get another one to make it a 2-0 game. But that shorthanded goal is kind of a freebie to make it 1-0 in this one. But Sioux Falls Flyers, they've been good all year, and I look for them to come out in the second period and play strong like they have.
By the way, you saw that bracket. Sioux Falls East is playing right now. Sioux Falls West will play the next game against Brookings at 5 o'clock, and then it is Rushmore and Watertown at 7:30. So Sioux Falls East will be playing either the first or third game tomorrow. Sioux Falls West will playing either the second or fourth game tomorrow, depending on how things shake out. But the only way they can play against each other is in the championship, third place, or consolation championship. Otherwise we won't have a Sioux Falls versus Sioux Falls, which has happened before. We've seen Sioux Falls versus Sioux Falls in the state tournament. But right now, the only way they can play against each other is on day 3. We will take our final break of this first intermission. When we come back, it is the second period between Aberdeen and Sioux Falls East. 2-0 lead for the Flyers over Aberdeen. As we'll be back with the second period after this here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
The Fieldhouse in Pierre is the perfect place to sit back and watch the state hockey tournament with friends and family. The Fieldhouse with a full bar gives you that feeling like you're at the game without having to leave town, with a selection of your favorite concession-type food, and who doesn't love some pizza? There's free popcorn, peanuts, and Gardettos to complement any of your snack cravings while enjoying the games on one of the many big screen TVs. The Fieldhouse, 2013 Eastgate Avenue in Pierre, your place for the game this weekend. Go Caps! When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
When you're looking for quality trash pickup services, look no further than Envirotech. 6 days a week, their trucks are on the road picking up trash, even holidays. They're also the place to contact for recycling services. Their friendly, professional staff is ready to assist with weekly pickups or even special pickups. Check out the website at envirotechwaste.com. Envirotech is locally operated. Call 224-4804. Envirotech Waste Services in Pierre, proud to support high school athletics. Oh, shut the water off! Shut the water off! Oh, don't give me that look. I know you said to call Allied Plumbing and Heating. I read the instructions and I watched a couple of videos. I thought that I had this. Let me watch a couple more videos and I'll take care of it. Just go to your sister's. I'll have it fixed. Hello, Allied Plumbing and Heating. I need your help.
You can rely on your allies at Allied Plumbing and Heating. 605-494-2001. Whether you're a pro contractor or a weekend warrior, your project deserves more than just a big box store. It deserves the local touch. At Bauman Lumber in Fort Pierre, we've been helping build South Dakota since 1996. From foundation to finish work, we carry everything. Lumber, trusses, custom cabinets, and windows. With over 150 combined years of experience, our team doesn't just sell materials, we provide the expertise to get the job done right. Stop by Bauman Lumber on Sale Barn Road or visit us at baumanlumber.com. Bauman Lumber, your local partners in building a better.
We are welcome you back here to the Shields Iceplex as we are set for the second period between the Sioux Falls East Flyers and the Aberdeen Cougars. John Michler alongside Jim Lloyd. Dre Burnt around the camera for us, former Hawaii Capital and Augustana Viking. Not former Augustana Viking, still an Augustana Viking. But Dre Burnt around the camera, and Jim's got the call of period 2 of the Sioux Falls East leading 2-0.
Once a Viking, always a Viking though, right?
Once a Capital, always a Capital too.
We are ready to start this second period here at the Shields Iceplex. John, we say it almost every game. It's the second period. It is the period
of long ice.
Of long ice. And we are underway as the Sioux Falls Flyers up into the neutral zone. And this is Hayden Hansen going to bring it in, throws it off over to the side to Fenton. Fenton's going to try to wrap this around. Sioux Falls Flyers turn this puck over. Up the other side is Vilhauer. He gets it back out now and handed down there by Rorick. He couldn't get out of his jersey. Now he's got it back, going to try to push it the right direction on that red line right in front of the scorer's table. Randy's got a good view where he is as these players are pushing it all the way back down to the defense of the Sioux Falls Flyers. They're going to go defense to defense. Deep in their zone. It's going to be flipped out to neutral ice. Can't get a stick on it. Where the Sioux Falls Flyers are going to try it all over again. As pushing this one forward is Sesher. As the Sioux Falls Flyers look up to that blue line, gets all the way back down, and it is going to be an icing call. Aberdeen Cougars need to find a goal here as they go down 2-0 after the end of that first period. And they are going to get an offensive face-off here. Lincoln Turner for the Sioux Falls Flyers. He's only seen 3 shots so far this game. Picked up by the Sioux Falls Flyers in the defensive zone. Down in that near corner, puck goes up on the rail, goes partially around. Aberdeen Cougars in front, and that puck is loose. It was between a skate. A centering pass there by the Cougars. And we got a stoppage of play. A good opportunity there as the Cougars pushed it right out in front of Turner. And we're going to face off to the left-hand side of Lincoln Turner.
I think referee just lost sight of it and ended up blowing play dead.
Aberdeen players kind of looked around. Why did we stop the puck? Yeah, this comes out to the neutral zone. It's slapped down. It's going to go on net. No icing call for the Sioux Falls Flyers out to the neutral zone. This is Sioux Falls Flyer. This is Roderick Rothrick. As the Flyers throw it down deep. Big hit on the far side delivered by Ryan Fenton in the near corner. As the Aberdeen Cougars are able to clear the puck down. We're going to have an icing call. 15-19. We're just barely into the second period. As the Aberdeen Cougars are going to get new legs. Sioux Falls East, they're going to leave them out. This is Hayden Hansen on an offensive faceoff, wins it back, trying to get it on his stick. Was Sesher. He can't keep a hold of it. Now this puck goes all the way back down. As Roderick Rothrick is going to work below his defensive red line. Is going to be chipped out. Looking out in the center ice there for Sesher as it's turned over and wrapped around over on that far side offensive zone here. Now taken is a backhand attempt here by the Sioux Falls Flyers. And a nice pad save on a backhand shot by the Weisenberger as the defense of the Aberdeen Cougars along the near side. It's held in by Rothrock. Aberdeen Cougars over to the far side, looking neutral ice, kicking it along was Mendel. He's going to go in, gets it taken off his stick as we have an icing call.
Look at that replay here. That just went, Weisenberger made the first save, and then that second chance just went wide of that post.
Just a little wide. Offensive face-off here. This is Vilhauer. As it's lost over to the Sioux Falls Flyers in their defensive zone, trying to push it up the neutral zone, and they do. Up in a hurry is the Sioux Falls Flyers, and taking a shot is Ty Salonen. Another stoppage of play as Andrew Weisenberger finds it in his jersey, and we're going to face it off to his right-hand side. A quick shot there by Ty Salonen as this face-off is won by the Aberdeen Cougars. Over in that far side, pushed up and out of the zone. Retreating back is the Sioux Falls Flyers up to the near side. This is Regalizzo. Getting it in the neutral zone as the Aberdeen Cougars up now to their neutral zone. They're going to push it back to the defense of the Sioux Falls Flyers and trying to hold the zone over on that far side was Rorick. Now it comes back out. Sioux Falls is in 3-on-2 in a hurry, looking for a shot up front. Maybe it was a pass off to the side of the Sioux Falls Flyer, looking for a centering pass. That was Salonen. Nobody there for the Sioux Falls Flyers. Aberdeen Cougars back up the other way. This is Vilhauer. He's going to step around, taking a shot. A good-looking shot. Didn't think it was going to get through. Vilhauer put it on the pads of Lincoln Turner as they're Aberdeen Cougars find it on the far dot. Trying to work that one around is Dahlman in that far corner. And we're going to have a penalty coming up here. It's going to be on the Sioux Falls Flyers. A centering pass there. Vilhauer's going to take another shot. 2 in a row for Vilhauer, point blank. As we get a touch now by the Sioux Falls Flyers. And the Sioux Falls Flyers are going to have a penalty here. Happen behind the net.
The cross-checking call coming up against, you can see on replay coming in, and just as soon as that hit happened, the referee put his arms up, and Ty Salonen gets called for the cross-check.
You can see Carter Vilhauer, he put his hand up. He knew it was a penalty.
Carter Vilhauer, just a moment before that, had taken a quick wrister. He's got such a good shot.
As play continues here. And this is a power play here as Vilhauer puts it down to his stick, looking for a centering pass. That one goes off the pad of Turner. Aberdeen Cougars here on a Pelican Power Sports power play. It comes out to the neutral zone, keeping it alive is Vilhauer. Vilhauer trying to get it in, and they couldn't. He thought he was offsides, although the hand went down, and we're going back the other way. This is Hayden Hansen looking shorthanded, gets a good shot off the pads of Weisenberger, and Aberdeen Cougars are up the other way. In the middle ice, everybody was looking for a trip. It's not. Aberdeen is in. On the far side, this is Dahlman. He's going to circle this around, looking for a backhand opportunity as he circled around. We're getting close to that 1 minute mark in this Aberdeen Cougars power play. Weisenberger going to hand it off to a teammate behind the net. They're going to look up. That was touched somewhere before it got to Vilhauer. Now he's got it on his stick. Going to go cross ice, intercepted. This is intercepted by Rothrock. Momentarily taken back by Vilhauer. Vilhauer is in as he steps around. As he's going to look in, taking a shot. Broke up somewhere in traffic, but nonetheless a pad save there by Lincoln Turner. It is a power play here for the Aberdeen Cougars. Pushing and shoving over on the far side. Shot goes on, blocked away. That shot went in by Fishback. And there goes another shot. That one went wide, and Turner never saw it as the Aberdeen Cougars are buzzing on this power play. Defense over to defense. This comes out to Rorick, and there's a shot, and they score! The Aberdeen Cougars on a power play goal.
We're going to watch this from about at least two different angles. Here's the first one. From our vantage point, it got deflected twice before it was eventually put in. And then we'll see it from maybe a closer angle up here. You can see this get deflected right there, and then the rebound staying with it to put it in. Derek Holland gets the goal. He had 7 during the regular season and makes it a 2-1 game with a power play goal.
The original shot went on there by Treyek Warwick.
Yeah, Rourke and Vilhauer will get the assists.
So the Aberdeen Cougar, this is Malsom quickly in on the far side, pushing it over to the far side. Oswald trying to keep it on his stick, working back. Aberdeen Cougars are within 1 on a power play goal. As Aberdeen looks to push it down, holding that offensive zone. As the Sioux Falls Flyers are quickly, this is Fenton, out in to the front, and then Hansen. Hayden Hansen going to pass over the near side. A shot goes on, and good thing, Weisenberg, he didn't look too happy. He found it in his glove.
Here's that replay again of that goal, and Holland staying with it, and Lincoln Turner just could not get over there in time. And what a good first goal there for Aberdeen. Now they're in striking distance. They're 1 shot away from tying this hockey game up with 10:37 to go in the second.
You keep it close and hope to be there in the end. The Aberdeen Cougars bringing it within 1. Offensive faceoff coming here for the Sioux Falls Flyers. This is Sesher, as it is won by the Aberdeen Cougars, but not out of the zone. Aberdeen going to chase back. This is Austin Schmidt. As Sioux Falls Flyers get some possession and a backhanded shot, puck in front. Weisenberger kicked it around. As back out to the blue line, there goes another shot in. That one's broke up in traffic by the Aberdeen Cougars, and they're going to chip it out of the zone. Keeping it on his skates is Rothrock. They're going to go down the blue line, a slap shot broken away. Aberdeen Cougars looking the other way. They could go in 2-on-2 on that far side, looking for a centering pass. He was looking in front for Clefman. He couldn't get it on a stick, and we're back up the other way. This is Rothrock. That is Beckett Rothrock. As bodies fly behind there, and that's going to be a penalty there. And it is going to be a Sioux Falls Flyers penalty as Weisenberger races to the bench. And we get a stoppage of play.
This isn't the penalty, but we'll watch this shot just go wide. Maybe even Weisenberger getting the save in front of the nets. Went off the goalpost. Went off that far post right there.
This is Beckett. Rothrock, that's going to go in. I believe that was a check or a rough. So we're going to have another Pelican Power Sports power play here for the Aberdeen Cougars at 9:38. And what a good opportunity this is for the Aberdeen Cougars. This is Fishbach, or Rourke, I'm sorry. He's going to try to push that in, and the shot goes on a little bit wide of Turner. Aberdeen Cougar, this is Rourke. He's going to take a shot. That's broken up in traffic as he gets his rebound back. Defense over to that far line. As we're going to go back up to Wilhauer. He's running the point now. There goes a shot right into the chest of Turner. Aberdeen Cougars working this power play.
Drake Rourke and Carter Wilhauer are 2 forwards, but they move the puck so well that they're put back on the defensive side. Wilhauer's got such a good shot anyway, but these guys move the puck so well that it's perfect to put them on the defensive side.
This is Dahlman on the offensive faceoff, wrapped back around up to Wilhauer. Wilhauer's going to throw it in, pad save, puck is loose, there's no whistle, where's it at? And coming in, trying to clear out the Aberdeen Cougars was Paxton Meyer. He's still pushing and shoving. No penalty called. That puck was loose by the pad of Lincoln Turner.
I think they're going to have 2 guys go, but the referee didn't blow the whistle. And
there was no whistle.
That's why they kept jamming the puck away, and Paxton Meyer's not going to like it going against his goalie. And so Holland's going to go for a penalty. So is Meyer. It's going to be 5-on-5. It's still 5-on-4, but it will come out of the face. It will come out to the zone, I believe, for the face-off. But both guys, I think, were kind of not necessarily in the right, but Holland's not giving up because there's no whistle.
Right.
Paxton Meyer's not going to like his goalie keep getting his pad hit into. So both those guys are feeling like they did nothing wrong in that scenario, but they're both in the penalty box.
Lincoln Turner, he knew he had it somewhere, but the referees did not blow a whistle. It is going to be a neutral zone face-off here.
Against Meyer and
they're going to have to get it right. We did have coincidentals there, so we're going to stay on the power play of the Aberdeen Cougars.
Yeah, they'll stay 5-on-4 and not 4-on-3.
And we see
the rough against Meyer.
We see Paxton Meyer coming back out of the box, and he's going to the locker room.
So what? That might be different. So Meyer's probably going to get double minor here.
So probably the initial hit, and then there was the push after that. But nonetheless, Paxton Meyer is in the locker room.
He's going to get 2 roughing penalties against him. He already had an interference call, so he had 2 roughing penalties against him, which then gives him his 3rd and kicks him out of the hockey game.
But the other question is now somebody's going to have to serve it for Sioux Falls.
Yeah, and they will send 61 and Thomas Berdal to go serve the penalty. Derek Holland also gets a roughing call. That's a big.
So the Aberdeen Cougars are going to go on a 5-on-3 here.
Yeah, because the reason why it's a 5-on-3 and they have 2 minutes there is because the 2 cancel out, but then they have the extra one, so that's why there's 2 minutes on the board.
It's going to be 5-on-4.
Yeah. Well, it should be 5-on. Yeah, it's got to be 5-on-3. They got to get somebody
I would think
off the
it
ice.
is. Yeah,
they have it up on the board for 5-on-3.
It's going to be 5-on-3 here for a minute and a half. Aberdeen Cougars on a Pelican Power Sports power play. This is Warwick. He's going to wrap it around in the offensive zone on the chase on the far side. Back out to Warwick. It's a 5-on-3 back up to Wilhauer. He's going to walk it around. It's blocked up front. He maintains possession. As he's going to create a little bit of room here on this 5-on-3 opportunity. He's going to take a shot 2 times now into the leg of Raessler. And come back out to Dahlman. Dahlman's going to walk it in. It's a 5-on-3. Good shot. Hit a player in front. As the Aberdeen Cougars continue to get the rebound. This is up to Wilhauer. He's going to walk it in, looking for the corner. I saw what he saw, but he missed it. Over on the far side, this is Dahlman. Dahlman over to Vilhauer. He's going to look in, back over to Dahlman. He's going to backhand that pass. Now he's going to get on his forehand, take a shot. Aberdeen Cougars have guys in front.
Still 37 seconds left to go on the 5-on-3.
Jackson Danielson, he's parked himself right at the top of the blue paint. And the Aberdeen Cougars, it's Vilhauer and Dahlman trying to push it in there. Offensive faceoff here by Briggs Meadow. And held in by the Aberdeen Cougars. It's a 5-on-3 for another 30 seconds. Meadow down in the corner. Back out to Dahlman, back over to the other side. There goes a quick shot in, and the puck was loose. And where is it? As Lincoln Turner did not have it clean. We did get a whistle. Just 19 seconds left. Take a look. He made the stop.
And hard to see
and
from
that puck was loose. I think it came out on his left skate.
But you can see the referee standing right there. He's making sure that that puck is caught cleanly. He doesn't want a quick whistle on a 5-on-3 power play, and he's right there on top of it.
This is Vilhauer. A little bit left on a 5-on-3, 10 seconds, and I'll bet we're going to get a crease call here.
Yeah, I think a crease call will come against Aberdeen, which will...
That takes it out to the neutral zone. Yep. That's probably going to be about it for the 5-on-3.
They still have, after the 5-on-3, still 36 seconds left of a power play to try and make this a 2-2 game with 7:46 to go right now here in the second period.
Briggs Meadow, he wins it over to Warwick. Warwick gonna wait for his teammates to get on side. Looking at a quick shot. He was looking the other way. And coming into the pitcher there was Danielson, maybe looking for a rebound. That's why Warwick shot it so quick. Face-off coming here. 36 seconds left on a 5-on-4.
Briggs Medill has done a really good job winning face-offs here on the power play. And, of course, he'll almost lose that one.
Briggs Medill, he won another one. There's a shot that's broken up in traffic, an opportunity to clear it out by Fenton, and he does. Goes all the way back around Weisenberger. Going to help his teammates get going the length of the ice. 21 seconds on a power play here as Vilhauer gets slowed down. Now he gets up to the red line. He's going to push it up to a teammate. Looking down in front and cleared back out by the Sioux Falls Flyers. That'll about do it. Length of the ice. 6 seconds for the Aberdeen Cougars. This is Dahlman. He's going to try to get between the legs, and we are full strength. So breaking up a 5-on-3 and a 1-minute power play is the Sioux Falls Flyers. They're going to chip it out to the red line, and catching that one like a center fielder was Jackson Rissler as the Aberdeen Cougars out to the neutral zone across the red line. This is Wassam over on the far side taking a shot. Oh, pad save there by Turner. Sioux Falls Flyers on the go here up through the neutral zone and pushing it along, getting out just a little bit ahead of himself. There was a Sioux Falls Flyers, Thatcher May, as this puck goes over to the far side. This is Malsom trying to get it going in the right direction, held in by the Sioux Falls Flyers in a shot. And a confident Andrew Weisenberger gets a stoppage of play at 6:14. It's a 2-1 game. Sioux Falls Flyers, they did it in the first period at 11:17 in the second. Holland, it's an Aberdeen Cougars. It's a 2-1 game as the Aberdeen Cougars in their defensive zone quickly try to get it up. That one is intercepted by Rothrock. Wrap back around out to the far wing. This is Malsom trying to chip it along. He gets it up to a teammate as he's going to have to go back and get it. The Aberdeen Cougars are in. Aberdeen Cougars are in the offensive zone looking for a quick shot. Broken up in traffic. Centering pass goes off the back of the cage. Sioux Falls Flyers now pick it up in back of their own goalie. Trying to work that one around. Nice play there by Rorik for the Aberdeen Cougars. He's going to take a quick shot. That one's broken up. And maybe a glove save. That puck is still loose. The referee blew a whistle, and he's saying no goal.
Well, wait.
There was no whistle.
There's no whistle.
Everybody stopped, including me. Vilhauer, he didn't hear a whistle. He picked it up and took a quick shot. There's a pad save point blank for the Aberdeen Cougars.
I heard a whistle.
Everybody in the building stopped. The referee, I saw him waving no. As this goes out to the neutral zone, Sioux Falls Flyers going to go in 1-on-3. Gets tripped up as the Aberdeen Cougars down on the far end. We thought it was a dead puck. And Vilhauer picked it up. He's the only one in the building that knew there was no whistle.
All right, so let's kind of look at all these replays here. I think I had to, it hit the...
Watch the referee come in. The referee comes in, he's waving it. Yeah, right there, he's waving it. That's when I thought the whistle blew.
I thought I could have swore I heard a whistle. Let's see here what happened.
The referee...
Oh, it was right there at the line and it didn't go in.
It didn't go in. We did not see that puck the first time around. Play continues over on that far corner as the Aberdeen Cougars try to chase it out of the zone and can't. Sioux Falls Flyers dump it into that near corner. We're at 4:42 in this second period. Aberdeen Cougars working behind their own goalie over on that far wing. Nice play over there as the Aberdeen Cougars cannot escape the zone here, and there was a shot that went across, held in here by the Sioux Falls Flyers. A high puck that had some traffic, not quite into the screen. As Aberdeen Cougars can't get it up through the neutral zone. Back to the defense of the Aberdeen Cougars, up to the neutral zone in front of that scorer's table. They're going to push it in deep. A little dump and chase there. Player goes down. Sioux Falls Flyers, that was Hawthorne. That couldn't keep his edges as he was going to chase that one into the defensive zone, and it's cleared out. And an icing call.
All right, we'll go back to that replay again. That again, we couldn't see it from where we're at.
That puck right there, we did not see. Right
there's
there.
The puck coming, and at the last second, oh man, what a save!
So the referee is waving no. We thought there was a whistle. But play continues.
I thought I heard the whistle. But
Carter Vilhauer was the only one in the building that knew the whistle didn't blow. The Aberdeen Cougars looked to throw it in front of the net, intercepted by the Sioux Falls Flyers. Back up the other way, picked off his stick. Over on that far side, this is Rigolezzo trying to get it going in that offensive zone. Aberdeen Cougars wrap it around, held in. And out to the neutral zone, we're chasing back, is Broderick Rothrick. He's going to circle back around, retreat back to his goalie. Vilhauer giving a little pressure up to the near side. That was Cole Hauser.
Cole Hauser dealing with a little bit of injury, but he's giving it a go today.
Didn't know if he was going to go before this one.
Coach Anderson had texted and said, hey, he may or may not go depending on how he feels in warm-ups, but he's gave it a go today.
As this one comes out into the neutral zone and quickly tapped along and up into the bench of the Sioux Falls Flyers.
Good glove save there by, I believe, Austin Cargan, the backup goalie.
So good to see Cole Hauser. He scored 4 goals in the regular season. He wears number 63 here for the Flyers as he's fighting an injury. Pretty hard in the state tournament to keep a player out.
Right. It's going to take a lot to keep him out of a game.
This one is pushed in by Malsum and goes down into the near corner. We're at 2:48 in this second period. Nice play there. There goes a shot. Just broken up in traffic and goes all the way back around to the defense in the neutral zone. This is Alston Schmidt for the Aberdeen Cougars. This puck goes into the offensive zone and back out. This is Schmidt as he's going to create a little room in the neutral zone. Tried to throw it up to Holland. He can't keep it on his stick. Playing up in that neutral zone is Hawthorne. Jaden Hawthorne for the Sioux Falls Flyers, and this one's going to go all the way down, and it was not touched, and we're going to get an icing call. Offensive faceoff coming here for the Aberdeen Cougars. They find themselves down 2-1. We're getting to that 2-minute mark here in the second period.
And it is Lincoln Turner who has made 15 saves on 16 shots, but 13 shots in this second period for the Aberdeen Cougars.
The Aberdeen Cougars, they could use one if you're an Aberdeen Cougars fan. As this face-off in the offensive zone here. This is chased around over to the far side and thrown in off the skate of a Sioux Falls Flyers. Aberdeen Cougar working in their offensive zone. That's the far side. This is Meadow. Out to the top. Takes a shot. There's broken up in traffic and into the net. That shot was taken by Dylan Cleffman for the Aberdeen Cougars. We're going to face off to the right-hand side of Lincoln Turner. 19 shots is what Lincoln Turner has seen.
16 shots.
16 shots.
19 for Sioux Falls East.
Looking the opposite way. As the Sioux Falls Flyers get it out almost to the neutral zone. There's a long stretch pass in the neutral zone. Sioux Falls Flyers are in 2-1, stepping back around. Is the Flyers. This is held in by Rothrock. There's a pad save, and where's it at? It's underneath the pad, and Weisenberg was swatting at Ryan Fenton's stick. As Weisenberger knew he didn't have it clean, but it was underneath this pad, and now they're talking about it.
As I said, I think Fenton said, hey, you didn't have it clean. He goes, yeah, I did. That's why I swatted your stick away.
Probably a good play there, trying to keep the stick away from his pad. As this faceoff goes back in the defensive zone to the Aberdeen Cougars. Can't handle it over on the far side. This is Rothrock holding it down. Now we're back out, Aberdeen Cougars. This is Dahlman. Dahlman going to go in, almost an offsides there. A blocker save, puck in front, and cleared out. Players go down in front, and we're going to get the net off on the moorings.
I think it ends up being, net was off just a little bit, but he was pushed in by an Aberdeen player. So that pushes the face-off outside the zone.
It's going to be a face-off right in front of that Aberdeen Cougar bench. We're approaching that 1 minute mark. It's 1:13 left in this second period. Second game of 11. Second game of 4 today at the Shields Iceplex. And Vilhauer pushes it back to the defense, up to the near side. Dahlman's going to throw it in deep, maybe on net. Goes back over to the far corner. Trying to pitch it out where the Sioux Falls Flyers. As Rothrock couldn't get it out, now he's going to get it on his stick. He gets a little more to it. And up ahead, this is a shot, and he scores!
It was offside, though. It was offside. It
Ryan Fenton got there a little early as it was pitched out of the defensive zone and made a great effort to score that, of course, but it's not going to count.
Of course, I missed the replay in time to show you that he was offside, and that would have been a good one to really slow down. But referee had called offside. Fenton shot it after the whistle blew. Obviously, it was offside to begin with, and he scored, and then he went into the net himself.
That was Rothrock. That was Broderick Rothrock that threw it out through the neutral zone. And up ahead, nonetheless, we have faced off. This is won by the Cougars. Dahlman's looking for it at the red line. Now he's got it as he's going to get it going with his legs. He's going to go in traffic, a blocker saved by Turner. It's pushed down to the stick is the defense for the Sioux Falls Flyers. This goes back over to Beckett. Looking for a play now. This is Hayden Hansen. He gets it taken off of his stick as he's trying to enter his offensive zone. Aberdeen Cougars throw it back down. Going back to chase it is Beckett Rothrock as he tries to keep it on his stick as does, trying to blows a tire over on that far side. It's picked up by Hayden Hansen. He's going to get it going over the red line. Going in 2-on-2 is the Sioux Falls Flyer. And the shot broken up. That was taken by Fenton. It was broken up just as he was going to shoot it. And quickly Dahlman gets a touch there, and we're going to have an icing call.
Just 4.8 to go. So will we see Lincoln Turner leave the nets?
He's not looking at, nope, it doesn't look like he's going to get comfortable as he's going to lean against that net for 4.8 seconds. Offensive faceoff for the Sioux Falls Flyers to the right-hand side of Wazenberger. It's won by the Sioux Falls Flyers. There goes a shot and up into the netting and the rafters by Beckett Rothrock.
Now 0.7 seconds. I'd probably just leave Lincoln Turner in net. He was looking over and say, hey, you want me to go? But with 0.7, there's not going to be much that a sixth guy on the ice will do.
It's going to be a swat here real quickly by Thatcher May, and that's going to do it. For the second period here at the Shields Iceplex, it's Sioux Falls East 2-1 over the Aberdeen Cougars.
We will step aside and return with our second intermission reports. That is coming up next. You're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock, and you're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
River Bottom Sanitation, your locally owned waste management company serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre communities. Contact River Bottom Sanitation for your residential and commercial pickups. Now River Bottom Sanitation is your source for all your roll-off needs. River Bottom Sanitation in Pierre and Fort Pierre. Give them a call for pricing at 605-222-1120. River Bottom Sanitation. That's 605-222-1120.
Shut the water off! Shut the water off! Oh, don't give me that look. I know you said to call Allied Plumbing and Heating. I read the instructions and I watched a couple of videos. I thought that I had this. Let me watch a couple more videos and I'll take care of it. Just go to your sister's. I'll have it fixed. Hello, Allied Plumbing and Heating. I need your help.
You can rely on your allies at Allied Plumbing and Heating. 605-494-2001. Whether you're a pro contractor or a weekend warrior, your project deserves more than just a big box store. It deserves a local touch. At Bauman Lumber in Fort Pierre, we've been helping build South Dakota since 1996. From foundation to finish work, we carry everything. Lumber, trusses, custom cabinets, and windows. With over 150 combined years of experience, our team doesn't just sell materials, we provide the expertise to get the job done right. Stop by Bauman Lumber on Sail Barn Road or visit us at baumanlumber.com. Bauman Lumber, your local partners in building a better home.
Hi, it's Jason from Leisure Palace. Spring is closer than you think, and now's the time to plan your backyard upgrade before the rush hits. We have beautiful new patio furniture arriving daily, built for comfort and durability, along with stunning fire tables to keep your space cozy and warm. Also, make this the year you invest in relaxation and wellness with a new spa from Hot Springs, Caldera, or Free Flow Spas. And if you're ready to warm up and feel better right now, our saunas are in stock and ready to go. Proudly serving the entire state of South Dakota, and remember, we guarantee the lowest prices. Leisure Palace, pool, spa, and patio, creating your perfect escape.
Hello, I'm Pastor Jeff Lathrop of Pierre First United Methodist Church, and I'd like to invite you to join us in person for worship on Sunday mornings at 8:30 a.m. or 11 a.m. You can also join us on Facebook Live or on KCCR 1240 a.m. or 98.9 FM for our Sunday morning broadcast at 11 a.m. Come worship with us at First United Methodist Church, where you will find open hearts, open minds, and open doors.
As we welcome you back, it is the end of the two periods, and it is now a 2-1 game. John Wickler alongside Jim Lloyd, as it is Sioux Falls East that's still leading 2-1, but Aberdeen got the goal, and that goal came from Derek Holland on the power play, as we'll put that up there on our little whatever graphic that we have, whatever it is.
That's a great graphic.
It is a great graphic if it's all done right. But Derek Holland did score the goal. There, you saw it in real time pop up there. 2-1 is our score at the end of two periods. We go back and look at that goal scored by Derek Holland, I believe, if I had tagged that right. And this will be, let's see, we'll speed that up a little bit. But Derek Holland, went D to D. That shot was tipped. And then Holland, right after Turner made that first save, he was able to put it right back in to the net. We'll look at the other angle, that kind of more direct line of where that first shot came through. And it was off of a stick, off of Derek Holland, saved by Turner, and then Holland got the backhanded shot to make it 2-1. And what nearly was a 2-2 game, and we'll slow this one down, and we'll slow it all the way down here. That puck was not covered, and then all of a sudden, it slipped out right there. You can see it going to the red line. And at the last moment, I don't know.
Nope, it didn't make it.
I don't. It's Beckett Rothrock, and you can't tell what number that is. So maybe we'll see a different angle here to tell you who it was that made that save. I don't know how. It was, it was Beckett Rothrock. No, it was actually number 16 that came in Ben Vermeer. I don't know how he saw that puck.
I don't know either. But that was kind of a weird play, because we thought, we'll look at it again here, this puck.
Yeah.
That was a different one.
Yeah,
there it comes right here. The referee on your right-hand side.
He watched it all the way.
He waves it off. Boy. And everybody in the building at this point right here thought there was a whistle.
Yeah,
everybody did.
I thought it was a whistle. I thought, and half of everybody for Aberdeen thought it was a goal because they're sitting right over on that side.
Carter Vilhauer, he goes and grabs the puck, And I was thinking to myself, what's he doing?
I thought he was about to get a penalty because he was going to shoot the puck after. Yeah. Like, he thought the play was still going.
Everybody stopped.
Where I thought, and he was the only one that knew that the play was still going. Because I was just about to say, oh, boy, this is going to go bad. If Vilhauer's going to take a shot for it, he's going to hit everybody and shoot at the goalie, and then, nobody's going to be happy about it.
And then slowly all the players start to move and play resume.
And there was no whistle.
That was a bizarre play.
Ben Vermeer makes right now the biggest save of the tournament because they were that shot was about to go in. I mean, that was a millisecond away from going in, and he was able to make the save, did Ben Vermeer, and to keep this a 2-1 game at the end of 2 periods. So 2-1 is our score still. Derek Collin with the power play goal makes it that 1-goal game, and we head to our next break of our second intermission report as you're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock, and you're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Weatherall Roofing and Insulation is a family-owned business that has served Central South Dakota for over 25 years. Weatherall Roofing and Insulation specializes in metal roof restorations and flat roof repair. They also offer the highest quality insulation using closed-cell polyurethane foam and blow-in fiberglass. For all your roofing or insulation needs, make Weatherall your first choice. And remember, just foam it.
It starts with a little push, a hand to hold, and the courage to step onto the ice for the very first time. But somewhere along the way, you stop needing a hand to hold. You find your edge, you find your grit, and you realize you are never skating alone. The future of hockey is waiting with South Dakota Hockey.
When you're looking for quality trash pickup services, look no further than Envirotech. 6 days a week, their trucks are on the road picking up trash, even holidays. They're also the place to contact for recycling services. Their friendly, professional staff is ready to assist with weekly pickups or even special pickups. Check out the website at EnvirotechWaste.com. Envirotech is locally operated. Call 224-4804. Envirotech Waste Services in Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
The Fieldhouse in Pierre is the perfect place to sit back and watch the state hockey tournament with friends and family. The Fieldhouse with a full bar gives you that feeling like you're at the game without having to leave town with a selection of your favorite concession-type food, and who doesn't love some pizza? There's free popcorn, peanuts, and Gardettos to complement any of your snack cravings while enjoying the games on one of the many big screen TVs. The Fieldhouse, 2013 Eastgate Avenue in Pierre. Your place for the game this weekend. Go Caps!
The puck drops, the crowd roars. South Dakota hockey is in full swing. Capital City Ford is proud to support this year's state varsity hockey tournaments and celebrate the dedication, teamwork, and passion of every player on the ice. To all the seniors, congratulations on an incredible season. Whether you're heading off to college or staying close to home, we're here for all of your automotive needs. Stop by Capital City Ford in Pierre. We'll get you on the road to your next adventure. Capital City Ford in Pierre, driven by community, powered by you.
Need cool as heck logoed caps, t-shirts, and snuggly sweatshirts fast? Get them at Cotton & Customs Embroidery and Screen Printing Studio in Volga. Their cool new, faster screen printing technique means no more plasticky, dried-out lettering to peel off after a few washings. No logo? Let Cotton & Customs design and digitize one for you, free. See their colorful embroidered logos really pop. Click cottonandcustoms.com. Let's brand your brand together.
As we welcome you back, it is a 2-1 game at the end of 2 periods as Sioux Falls East leads Aberdeen in the first round matchup. And the winner of this game, as we look at the bracket that is pulled up, the winner of this game faces Yankton the state semifinal tomorrow at 5 o'clock. The team that falls will face the Hawaii Capitals in an elimination game tomorrow afternoon at 12 o'clock. And then we move into the top half of the bracket. We'll have 2 games set for tomorrow. John McClure alongside Jim Lloyd as you're listening to KCCR FM Blunt, a Riverfront broadcasting station. But boy, Jim, going in here, let's get the 2 questions answered here. Sioux Falls East got the lead. How do they make sure they keep the lead and get the win in this game?
Well, they've controlled the puck the majority of this game. They really have, and maintain possession of the puck like they've done the entire game so far.
And then now if you're Aberdeen, you're one shot away from tying this game up. You're centimeters away from tying the game up. How do you get this game tied? How do you make sure you get a win in this hockey game?
Well, and that's exactly right. They're one shot away from being even here with the Sioux Falls team. You have to look for that one shot. Crashed the net. They had some opportunities. You got to keep plugging away. They don't seem to get a lot of possession, but when something presents itself, you have to be ready to take advantage of it. This game is certainly not over at 2-1.
We head to the third period, a 2-1 lead for Sioux Falls East over Aberdeen. As you're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock and watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Fuel, quality service. That's the DJ's Cenex promise. Derek and Maggie Dell are proud supporters of local hockey. Swing by for a quick refuel and experience the local friendly service and clean atmosphere that makes a difference. We're more than just a gas station. We're your hometown partner on the road. Get ready, because the best is getting even better. Our brand new state-of-the-art car wash upgrade is coming soon to give your vehicle the VIP treatment it deserves. DJ Cenex, fueled by community, driven by you.
Do something to launch your future at Lake Area Tech. It's a living, working, thought-producing environment to help you level up in the workforce. Combined with hands-on training and real-world experience, you'll be ready to find a high-paying career you'll love right out of school, the way 99% of our graduates do. It's the best return on your college investment, the quickest path to your future success. Lake Area Tech, the start of something new.
Stolken Peterson LLP has been your local CPA firm for over 40 years, offering tax preparation, bookkeeping, payroll, and consulting services. If your business, farm, or ranch needs professional, accurate, and reliable services, we are your firm. Our clients are our #1 priority. If you need a higher level of accounting service, give us a call at 605-224-5828. That's Stolken Peterson LLP, 222 East Missouri Avenue in Pierre.
Wagner Auto Company is your complete transportation headquarters. Now is the time to order your new Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram vehicles, plus a good selection of quality pre-owned and certified pre-owned vehicles. They'll take care of you after the sale with a full-service parts and auto body shop with trained technicians, along with a friendly financing team that'll work with you to find the best deal and one that'll fit your budget. Wagner Auto is your local full-service family-owned dealership for over 115 years. WagnerAuto.com. That's WagnerAuto.com.
As our Aberdeen teams take the ice at the state hockey tournament, we're cheering them on from home and inviting you to come see where that pride begins. Aberdeen is a community that rallies together, on the ice, in our schools, and across our local businesses. From great food and unique shopping, to year-round events and family fun, there's always something happening here. So when the tournament wraps up, make plans to visit. Discover what makes Aberdeen worth the trip at aberdeensd.com.
Hockey fans, are you ready for power, speed, and precision on and off the ice? At Pelican Power Sports, we bring that same championship mentality to your ride. Whether it's snowmobiles, ATVs, motorcycles, jet skis, or UTVs, we service and repair them all to keep you in the action year-round. Pelican Power Sports, service.
As we welcome you back, we are ready to go here for the third period. It is a 2-1 game on the South Dakota Hockey scoreboard. John Winkler alongside Jim Lloyd, as Jim Lloyd will have the call for you in this third period.
We are faced off. It is won by the Sioux Falls Flyers, as they're going to get into that offensive zone on a backhand. Pushing it down deep was Sesher. On the far side, Aberdeen Cougars are going to reverse field in their defensive zone. Going to try to get it back up is Danielson. Danielson looking for a wing. Nice stick lift there. And a low angle shot was taken by the Sioux Falls Flyers up into the net. It's a third period. The next one coming up at that 5 o'clock mark. Brookings Rangers, Sioux Falls West. So we will see that other Sioux Falls team. Offensive face-off coming here.
And by C's, that should be the best game of the day. But by the first two games, it's going to be hard.
There goes a shot off the mask of Weisenberger. He was domed, as they say. That was a good shot. That was taken by Ryan Fenton, as the zone is held here by Beckett Rothrock. There's a puck in front looking for a backhand attempt. Weisenberger's down as this puck squirts out to the far side. The Aberdeen Cougars reversing field, coming back over to Danielson. Danielson trying to get it up off the boards. Now he's going to be able to push it along, and Aberdeen Cougars have cleared the zone. Aberdeen Cougars trying to get it going in the right direction as the Sioux Falls Flyers enter the zone on a backhand, and a fanning on a shot there was Thatcher May as it comes out to the neutral zone. Push back over Rothrock, over to Rothrock. Down in the near corner. Down in the near corner, this is Ben Vermeer as he throws it down deep. Vermeer's got it. He's going to reverse field, looking back over to the other side for Thatcher May. Comes out of the zone, and Thatcher May is going to go deep in the defensive zone and pushing it up in a hurry up to Ben Vermeer. Ben Vermeer looking for a centering pass. He was looking for Hauser as it went high and up over the top of his stick. Puck over in that far side. Aberdeen Cougars looking to throw it out the neutral zone. They do. Racing back. And an icing call. We're barely in. We're about 2 minutes in to this third period.
Here's the shot off the mask, right off the face-off, popped him right in the mask.
And that makes a little noise when it hits you in the mask.
I mean, and it's a good save, though, because that was going straight in. That was going under the bar and in if that had not hit the mask.
Didn't have his stick or either hand up. And blowing a tire in the neutral zone was Chase Bryham. He was trying to get off to the races there in the neutral zone. As Holland trying to get a stick on it. That one is taken away by Hayden Hansen. And a whistle.
Did that go off the mask as well?
That might have got the mask again as he quickly takes his helmet off.
Weisenberger's bell's got to be ringing to have that be the second time that he got hit in the mask in a matter of minutes.
And the mask goes back on after a short squirt of water. And we are back, ready to face off to the right-hand side of Weisenberger. This is won by his teammates momentarily. There's a centering pass now up to nobody. Aberdeen Cougars able to get it up high in the zone. A shot goes wide and across. Player to the far corner. Sioux Falls Flyers able to hold it in, broken up in traffic. The Aberdeen Cougars out to the neutral zone, and throwing it down deep is Wassum. Wassum loses a stick on the way to the puck as it comes back around to Rothrock. Rothrock gets it back up to Fenton. Fenton's going to go in 1-on-2, 1-on-3. He's going to step around. Good play there by Meidel. As this puck is settled down by the Aberdeen Cougars defense and up through the neutral zone. They're going to go on. A good shot taken there as Aberdeen was 1-on-4. And we're going back the other way. If we hurry up, Sioux Falls Flyers going to get a shot, and they do. A nice pad save there by Wasenberg.
He got blocked before it got to the net.
As the Aberdeen Cougars trying to get up out of the defensive zone, up in the neutral zone. Can't get it ahead. That's Danielson. He's going to throw it down to that far corner. Jason over there is Jaden Hawthorne. And intercepted, and a shot goes on net and has it in their glove is Turner. The referee was peeking around and to see if that puck was going to come loose.
Well, and what made this play so crazy is that it bounced off the glass and Turner caught it basket style like a catcher would be on a curveball that was falling to the dirt.
Face off won by the Aberdeen Cougars, now picked off by Sioux Falls Flyer. This is Ryan Fenton. Ryan Fenton going to take a shot as it's padded away by Weisenberger. Now it's pushed up all the way down to the far end, and this is Beckett. Rothrock, he's going to get a piece of it. It's taken off the puck over on the far corner. Aberdeen good on the forecheck here, and a shot goes in to the glove of Lincoln Turner. Stoppage of play here, 13:03 in this third period. Aberdeen Cougars, you could use one right now as they found themselves down by one. Just one goal in that second period, and that was scored by Derek Holland for the Aberdeen Cougars. Now back up on the far end, long stretch pass, good play there by Austin Schmidt, trying to break up a rush here by the Sioux Falls Flyers out to the neutral zone. This is Malsom trying to catch up with it. He can't get it on his stick. As Beckett Rothrum gets up to Fenton. He tries to step around. Rothrock catches on. He gets a shot, a rebound in front, and quickly covered was Andrew Weisenberger. That was a quick shot by the Sioux Falls Flyers.
This is, again, still 2-1 game with 12:33 to go. Aberdeen stays right into this game.
Sioux Falls controlling a lot of the tempo of this one. But like you said, it's a 2-1 game. As the Sioux Falls able to turn it around high between the wheels, fanning on the shot was the Sioux Falls. Dumping down in the corner, chasing over on that far side. First one there is Brent Cook. Aberdeen Cougars up to the neutral zone now. As they get to throw it down deep. Sioux Falls Flyers working behind their own goalie. This one goes back around. Shot goes just a little bit wide. Aberdeen Cougars rolls all the way back around out to the neutral zone. Got to handle it out in front of the neutral zone. We have player off the bench for Aberdeen Cougars, and they're going to push it down all the way down, and Turner's going to corral that one in and get it covered.
That was a big play there by Fishback. Logan Fishback nearly lost the puck as he was falling to the ice, but he stayed with it, able to control it with his stick, get it out of the zone. Otherwise, it was probably 2-0 for Sioux Falls, and East would have had a really good chance to take a 3-1 game.
This face-off is controlled by the Sioux Falls Flyers into the near corner. This is Vermeer. And gives it up, and then a shot goes on by Danielson off to the side. Sioux Falls Flyers looking up into the neutral zone. They're going to step around, going over to the far side, looking for Vermeer. Vermeer can't keep it on his stick. Over on the far side, gets a touch. Bill Howard tries to push it in the right direction and does. It's going to go all the way back down. They say it was touched. No icing called. As the Sioux Falls Flyers, this is Broderick, Rothrick. Gets it all the way back up. Going to leave it for Vermeer. At the blue line, turned over, and Vilhauer. Vilhauer for the Aberdeen Cougars tries to push it up to the near side. Danielson's going to pick it up across the red line. He's going to go in, take a shot right in the glove of Lincoln Turner. Just under 11 minutes in the third period. It's a 2-1 lead yet for the Sioux Falls East.
Sioux Falls West will be playing next. That is against Brookings in the 4-5 matchup. Which, again, by seeds, that should be the best game of the day. But it's going to be really hard to top what these two games have been so far.
This puck goes high in the air, chasing over on the far side. This is Fenton looking for a puck in front. He can't control it as it comes back out to the neutral zone. This is Beckett, Rothrick. They're going to turn it around in the neutrals and throw a pass up into the neutral zone. This is Sesher trying to keep up with it. He finds it down below that red line, taking off the puck. Aberdeen Cougars are going to come back up the other way. This is Holland. He's going to skirt it around, get to his forehand in a hurry, and a glove save by Lincoln Turner. Aberdeen Cougars have had some good opportunities as they entered the offensive zone, but you got to think they're going to have to get Lincoln Turner going back and forth between the pipes. He's seen everything that comes straight at him. Face-off by Brady Oswald. One over by Sioux Falls Flyers over on that far side. Now it skips out in that corner. Across the red line is Rothrock. He's going to leave it for Fenton. Fenton's going to take a shot, maybe looking in front for Hansen. He couldn't control it. Offense continues. This is Hansen. Back behind that Aberdeen goaltender. He's going to get surrounded by the Aberdeen Cougars. This is Fenton trying to work it up out of that near corner. Aberdeen players down in the corner, puck is still stuck. Now it comes back out. This is Rothrock, going to make a nice pass as Sioux Falls Flyers are able to keep it deep in the offensive zone, being pinned over on that far side. Two Aberdeen Cougars are there, along with one Sioux Falls Flyer. They're looking down in that far corner. Puck is not moved. Now it comes back out, chasing over Sesher. He's going to try to get to it in that far corner. Brandon Cook is helping him out. Now Karam's back around. This is Rockroth trying to hold it in, and quickly over is Cook. They're going to throw it down deep. There's the Sioux Falls Flyers. Aberdeen Cougars up to a wing. Now they're going to get out to the neutral zone. This is Vilhauer. Vilhauer's going to go in looking for a centering pass. He's got it, taking a shot, and they score! Aberdeen Cougars tie this thing up. at the 9:05 mark. That was a pass from Vermeer. He brought it in. Vilhauer, I'm sorry. And Dahlman, I believe he gets the goal.
You saw for that first replay, but that great pass by Vilhauer walked right in and then over the shoulder of Lincoln Turner. And Dahlman has got this game tied at 2. After a 2-0 lead for Sioux Falls East, it's now 2-2.
Axton Dahlman. And off the face-off, he's now trying to bring it in himself on the near corner. And it comes out to the neutral zone. That's a big goal. If you're the Aberdeen Cougars, it's going to tie this one up. It's the 7th seed. It's all locked up against the 2 seed, Sioux Falls Flyers. As this is Beckett Rothrock. He's going to take a shot. And we're going to have a penalty here by the Cougars. They're going to touch it up, I believe. That's going to be a hook on Warwick.
Yeah, Trent Rourke is going to go. We'll get that. I think we'll be able to see this hook right here on this angle. And Rourke, yeah, you can't really see it from that side.
Just a little hook.
I was going to say, we'll go from this angle here, so you'll be able to see it for sure on this side. Rourke, yeah, he hooked the hands of Beckett Rothrock, unable to let him get that shot away.
So Aberdeen ties it up. And the Sioux Falls Flyers get an opportunity here for a Pelican Power Sports power play as they pick it up down in the far corner. This is Beckett Rothrock. He's going to step it over, looking for that far dot. Back out there, Beckett. Beckett Rothrock, on the far side. They're going to take a shot. That's broken up in traffic. That shot was shot by Ryan Fenton. He's going to get pinned against the board over on the far side as Beckett up through the neutral zone for the Sioux Falls Flyers. He's going to wrap it all the way back around. And Ryan Fenton trying to get it off and cleared away by the Aberdeen Cougars. Rothrock, Beckett Rothrock, he's going to go back and back over to Broderick. All the way up and a long pass, tried to get it up to Fenton. And it's going to be an icing call on a power play here for the Sioux Falls Flyers, and we're going to go back down to the other end. And it was a Rorik hook at 8:36. Gives the Sioux Falls Flyers a Pelican Power Sports power play. They have an offensive face-off here on an icing call. As Aberdeen Cougars, they're going to look shorthanded, and a good look there by Vilhauer. They are shorthanded. Now comes out to the neutral zone of the Aberdeen Cougars. Picking this one up is Jace Byram. And now the Sioux Falls Flyers trying to get possession here as they're underneath a minute in this power play opportunity. Rothrock, defense over to defense. Rothrock to Rothrock. This is Beckett over to Broderick, and he takes a one-timer, and it's padded off. As working behind the net is Hansen, and we're going to get another penalty here. It's going to be a cross check. That's 7:05. That's going to be a cross check on the Aberdeen Cougars. And it's a 5-on-3. No, it's not going to be. Yeah, it's going to be a 5-on-3 opportunity here for 30 seconds.
And Sioux Falls will take their time out, knowing how this game has gone to this point.
Yep.
A 2-0 lead turns into a 2-2 tie. You know you need to get this goal with 5-on-3. At least if you don't score on the 5-on-3, you know the 5-on-4, you get a chance and opportunity to score that go-ahead goal.
It was Logan Fishback. That's going to sit for the cross check. And we have a timeout on the ice by the Sioux Falls Flyers. If you're the Sioux Falls Flyers, you have to capitalize on this 30 seconds of a 5-on-3 in a 2-2 game.
7:05 to go. This is huge opportunity for the Sioux Falls East team to try and get this go-ahead goal. I mean, this is number 2 versus number 7, but as we mentioned, 3 versus 6, it was a 3-0 lead for the number 6 team, and now the number 7 team has come back from a 2-0 deficit. There is no higher seeds or lower seeds right now. It's 4 good hockey teams that have played 2 really good games.
Yeah, if you're the Sioux Falls Flyers here, this 5-on-3 could be the difference in the game. the number 2 seed, trying to get up by a goal here. 7:05. There's lots of time in this third period. 30 seconds of a 5-on-3, and then we're going to go for a minute and a half on the Pelican Power Sports power play here for the Sioux Falls. This one is won by the Sioux Falls Flyers. This goes back down to Hayden Hansen. Back up to Rothrock, back down to Hansen. Hansen's working down below that dot. There's Rothrock. There's a one-timer on the far side. That one goes all the way up and over the top. Back out to Hayden Hansen. Hayden Hansen back up. Hansen going to take a shot, maybe looking on the back side, or as Fenton was in the crease, and that is going to be the call. So it's going to be a neutral zone face-off. Just 6 seconds left in the 5-on-3. We're going to have a minute and 30. We're going to face off now over in front of that Aberdeen bench. Taking the face-off here is Hayden Hansen. It is one over to the Sioux Falls Flyers. This goes back out to Rothrock. This is Beckett. Takes a shot and out into the screen. Got a good shot on a 5-on-3, but now you're back to 5-on-4 hockey.
I think that that whistle coming that quickly probably is okay for Sioux Falls, because now it's 5-on-4. Aberdeen will probably take it too.
And now you get to set up.
Everything can get set up here for both these teams.
Hayden Hansen going in on the face-off. There's a shot in front, and somebody gets hit and goes all the way around. Referee's waving it off. Weinenberger didn't know where it was. He was down on his knees, and Sioux Falls Flyers settle it down on this power play. It's a power play opportunity over on the far side. That's Beckett. Rothrock gets it taken off of his stick, going back the other way, and out to help out is Turner. He's going to have to scramble back, and he can't. There's Aberdeen Cougars. That is Vilhauer. Talk about taking care of an opportunity. A shorthanded goal by Carter Vilhauer. Look at Turner, he comes out.
But he didn't play it good enough, and then he couldn't slide himself back to make the play, and Vilhauer scored to make it a 3-2 game.
Carter Vilhauer took advantage of a miscue by Lincoln Turner, and Turner just could not retreat back to his pipes. This is down on the other end, Weisenberger.
That was the shot off the goalpost that nearly made it 3-2 for Sioux Falls East.
It is 3-2. Aberdeen Cougars as quickly in is the Sioux Falls Flyers, as they've done this entire game. The Sioux Falls Flyers playing a lot of time in their offensive zone. As the Sioux Falls Flyers look back up above the dot, there goes a shot up and off the stick of Weisenberger. It's turning into a good game. It has been most of the way, and this one is cleared out by the Aberdeen Cougars. If you're paying attention, we still have 30 seconds on a Sioux Falls Flyers power play. As the Aberdeen Cougars, this is Rothrock. He's going to go all the way down below the dot, looking for a centering pass. Can't find anybody. Now he lobs one in, taken back out. This is Fenton. Fenton going to take a look.
Another crease call against Sioux Falls East.
And we got a crease call.
I mean, this is, Sioux Falls East with only 14 seconds left. Not time to panic. Still 5:19 left to go in this third period. But it is one that, when you don't score on this power play, again, panic cannot start to set in with 5 minutes to go in the third.
It's a shorthanded goal by the Aberdeen Cougars. Puts them up 3-2. Sioux Falls Flyers are in on a power play and into the glove of Weisenberger. This power play getting away from the Sioux Falls Flyers as it shows 2 seconds. They started out on a 5-on-3. And Aberdeen Cougars with the penalty kill.
Referees are talking about something right now with the on-ice officials.
Maybe
I don't know what might have happened, but they're still.
They put 6 seconds.
Yeah,
they went back to 6 seconds on the power play.
4 extra seconds got put back on there.
So Sioux Falls Flyers on the power play here. There's a one-timer and a save by Weisenberger.
Weisenberger with a massive, massive save.
That was Owen Sesher that took the one-timer. And flashing a little leather is Weisenberger.
That is incredible. That's a one to highlight
We are 5-on-5 hockey here. That's a good, that's our goalie highlight if we ever had one right at the end of that power play for the Sioux Falls Flyers. As the Sioux Falls Flyers, we are 5-on-5. It's going to be thrown back all the way around. Looking over the far side for Fenton. Fenton's going to try to peel it off the boards. It's an offensive play here, turned over in front. The Aberdeen Cougars. Vilhauer takes a swat at it and could be going back the other way. Can't get it on his stick. And we're going to have an offsides call. Looking to get it on his stick was Paxton Dahlman.
We're going to go all the way back to that potential goal for Sioux Falls East in the power play.
This is back about 2 minutes.
Yeah, that was off the goalpost. We had Brian Hermanson trying to say that right before Aberdeen scored, it went off the pad. It might have gone off the pad, but it did go off the goalpost as well.
This face-off won here by the Aberdeen Cougars. We're at 4:30 left in this second game in the state tournament, and it's covered by Lincoln Turner.
And again, Yankton is waiting the winner of this game, and if it is Aberdeen, Yankton is now the home team as the number 3 seed against the number 7 seed. That would be for the state semifinal, which would guarantee the first non-Sioux Falls, Brookings, or Rushmore team in the state championship in a long time.
Sioux Falls Flyers in their defensive zone. Get it taken off, held in here by the Aberdeen Cougars. This is Wassam going to push it down deep to the corner, trying to get it going. Is Beckett Rothrock. He gets it up to the neutral zone. He's going to get it going with his legs on the backhand. He gets surrounded over on the far side. Nice play there by Austin Schmidt. He's played a good game at defense, offense. This is Vermeer out to the blue line, going to take a shot right flat on the ice, looking for a tip in front. There wasn't. Looking long for Wassam, and he can't handle it. He was off to the races as he just couldn't get enough stick on it. And Wrigley Wassam would love to have that one back because he was one on the goalie if he'd have corralled it. Icing call. Sioux Falls Flyers. This is Hayden Hansen. Takes it back out. There goes a shot. Third time Weisenberger was domed. As it comes out into the neutral zone. Can't handle this puck initially was Dahlman. He gets it back, and this one goes up. Off the glass. I thought it went out of play. It stayed in. It was off the glass in the back. And Sioux Falls Flyers, this is Hayden Hansen going to dump it in deep, going to wrap it around in the near side. Sioux Falls Flyers working in the offensive zone along that near glass. Turn it over is Fenton. He gets pinned up to the board in the near corner. Sioux Falls Flyers are transitioning. Now they're in their offensive zone here. This is Rothrock. He's going to throw it in deep into the neat corner. This is Dahlman. He's going to kick it along in the near corner as it gets thrown around by the Aberdeen defense. This is Vermeer in front. He's going to take a shot off the pad and up and over the top. Maybe blocked by someone in front, and it's going to get cleared out all the way down by the Aberdeen Cougars. That was Weisenberger. Watch this right here. I don't know if it was blocked ahead of time or not. Maybe.
I think it got a piece of it.
Got a piece of it.
We'll see the other replay here. Lincoln Turner's still in net right now here with 2:48 to go. Maybe we can see. It was hard to really tell if Danielson got that shot block or not.
Sioux Falls Flyers throwing it in deep over on the far side. Puck in front. Where's it at? Weisenberger, he's down. And he found it and got it covered up. As that puck was loose in front of Weisenberger, and he was laying down and reached out his glove and got it covered.
A little bit of a two-pad stack for a little bit, trying to reach out for that puck.
Molson and Byram were standing there waiting for that puck to come out. As Weisenberger is going to take a little break here. He deserves it.
He'll say it goes on the goalies, and if the goalies aren't ready to go, they're not going to resume play. They're not going to drop the puck for any reason if the goalies aren't ready.
Offensive faceoff coming here. Thatcher May for the Sioux Falls Flyer. This is one over to the defense of the Aberdeen Cougars. However, it's held in by Rothrock. Out to Vermeer. He can't hold the line. Going back the other way. All the way back around. This is Broderick. Rothrock. Up into the neutral zone and all the way down. And it was touched along. No icing call. Going back of his own goalie to pick this one up is Byram. As now it comes back to the defense all the way back down. Down there in a hurry is Vilhauer. He can't keep up with it. Sioux Falls Flyers. Defensive zone up a long stretch pass up to the neutral zone. Stepping around and can't keep it on his stick was Cole Hauser. And so we get a puck up into the Aberdeen bench.
1:54 to go. Dana Myrie, the head coach of Aberdeen, not taking his timeout. I don't know if he will with this team up by 1. Lincoln Turner is still in net, by the way. We'll keep an eye on him.
You have to believe that Lincoln Turner is coming soon here. Aberdeen Cougars, this is Rothrock down on the far side, takes a shot. This one wraps all the way back around. Sioux Falls Flyers chase it out to the red line. This is Fenton. He's trying to keep it going in the right direction, and it goes all the way back down. This is Broderick Rothrock. That's going to put it up to Beckett, and another one's going to go into the Aberdeen bench. Now you're at a minute and a half, and I think we're going to face off in the neutral zone. Nope, we are going to go down in the offensive zone.
So watching Lincoln Turner, we'll keep an eye on him. At some point, he's going to have to go. If they don't, score here right away, at some point he's going to have to go.
And cleared away by the Aberdeen Cougars, killing off just 4 seconds. Yeah, you have to think that he's coming soon. Sioux Falls East Flyers have done a nice job and been able to hold their offensive zone many times in this game. And you have to think, as Turner's looking at the bench, he's waiting for the signal, Aberdeen Cougars. And this is Rothrock. He's going to take a shot, and off the chest and out. Good opportunity. Crashing the net was Hayden Hansen. Another puck in front. It's loose. Aberdeen Cougars cleared out to the neutral zone. This is Broderick.
1 minute to go.
And down in the far end for Aberdeen Cougars in the offensive zone. This is Chase Byram. Puck is being held. You want to hold it. Sioux Falls got to go the distance. They're going to try to get a cross-ice pass, and they do, up to Fenton. Now you're going to see Turner coming. This is Fenton going to take a shot. He missed everything. It rolls back around to the blue line. There goes a shot on, broke up in traffic. Over on the far side, this is Shesher. He's the first one there. Trying to trap the puck is Schmidt. Austin Schmidt tried to trap the puck. Now he's going to take it right back to the boards. 32 seconds left. Back out to the boards they go. Aberdeen Cougars trying to hold on to this one is Austin Schmidt. They can't get it out of the corner. 24 seconds left. Sioux Falls needs to find it at the skates. That puck is tied up over in that far corner. Everybody's there. This is Aberdeen. It goes back out, and there goes a slap shot on and broken up in traffic, and I think Dahlman got a shot of it. Aberdeen Cougars is going to have a centering pass on an open net, and they got it. 4.6 seconds. It's going to be a 4-2 game as the Aberdeen Cougars get an empty netter, which is 4.6 seconds left. So the 7th seed is going to prevail. Aberdeen Cougars, we talked about in the pregame show, John, this team is the hottest team in the state right now, the Aberdeen Cougars.
Absolutely the hottest team in the state, and now they're going to take on the Yankton Bucks in the state semifinal tomorrow at 5 o'clock for a trip to the state championship. The number 7 seed, who just a couple weeks ago were not going to be in the state tournament.
And that is going to do it as the Aberdeen Cougars go find their fan base. And a 7th seed upsets the Sioux Falls Flyers East in the second game. And John, these games just seem to get better and better as this one is in the books.
Unbelievable win for the Aberdeen Cougars. They will advance to take on Yankton tomorrow night at 5 o'clock in the state semifinal. We'll come back and wrap it up. We're talking to our player of the game as well. You're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
River Bottom Sanitation, your locally owned waste management company serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre communities. Contact River Bottom Sanitation for your residential and commercial pickups. Now River Bottom Sanitation is your source for all your roll-off needs. River Bottom Sanitation in Pierre and Fort Pierre. Give them a call for pricing at 605-222-1120. River Bottom Sanitation. That's 605-222-1120. Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
The lawyers at the May Adam Law Firm in Pierre know how important your families are to you. If you've been putting off getting your affairs in order, know that the May Adam Law Firm is available to counsel you through your questions and help you get the documents in place so that you've made your loved ones secure. Call them at 224-8803 and they can chat with you about how to document your concerns and care for your family. We're all in this together, and the May Adam Law Firm is ready and able to help.
It starts with a little push, a hand to hold, and the courage to step onto the ice for the very first time. But somewhere along the way, you stop needing a hand to hold. You find your edge, you find your grit, and you realize you are never skating alone. The future of hockey is waiting with South Dakota Hockey.
Capital City Toyota is proud to sponsor the State Varsity Hockey Tournaments with a special shout out to all the seniors. You've worked hard, now it's your time to shine. Just like a championship team, we bring the funnest car buying experience in South Dakota. Find your perfect new or pre-owned ride today. Good luck to all the teams and seniors from Capital City Toyota.
Stulken Peterson LLP has been your local CPA firm for over 40 years, offering tax preparation, bookkeeping, payroll, and consulting services. If your business, farm, or ranch needs professional, accurate, and reliable services, we are your firm. Our clients are our #1 priority. If you need a higher level of accounting service, give us a call at 605-224-5828. That's Stulken Peterson LLP, 222 East Missouri Avenue in Pierre.
As we welcome you back, they are going through the academic awards. We did not get the Aberdeen Cougars in there. We tell you those academic all-state guys for Aberdeen: Benjamin Bradley, Jackson Danielson, Derek Holland, and Brady Oswald. The academic all-state for Sioux Falls East: Thomas Berdahl, Thatcher May, Ben Vermeer. And then we'll send it down for the Hobie Baker and the all-state introductions.
Our Hobie Baker Award winner for Aberdeen, Benjamin Bradley. And our Hobie Baker Award winner for Sioux Falls East, Beckett Rothrock. And now, our All-State Award winners for Sioux Falls. First team forward, Hayden Hansen. And second team forward, Ryan Fenton. Second team defenseman, Broderick Rothrock. Thank you all our players for a great game. We will be starting our warm-ups here for the next game very shortly, but we does have our player of the game first before we leave. Carterville Hauer, please come over to the bench for our player of the game presentation.
I'm down here in the Aberdeen Cougars bench with our South Dakota Hockey player of the game, Carter Vilhauer. Carter, you come into this one as the 7th seed. Take us
through how this day started.
I woke up, changed here, and
That's good. The Aberdeen Cougars. Now you showed up with 4 points today total. Talk a little bit about your teammates who got us there.
My line mates, they buried me and passed them, and they helped me out and made 2 pucks so I could score 2, so it's pretty nice.
We saw one play today that when we were announcing it, it looked like everybody stopped on the one play, and I think you were the only one in the building that the puck, that you knew that it was a live puck.
Yeah, coach said play the whistle, and I didn't hear a whistle, so I kept going.
I think you're the only one that didn't hear a whistle. All right, Carter Bauer, he's our South Dakota Hockey player of the game.
The Aberdeen Cougars with a 4-2 win, as they upset the number 2 seed Sioux Falls East and advance to the state semifinal and take on the Yankton Bucks. Both these teams came back from multiple goal deficits. Yankton was down 3-0. It was Sioux Falls East that were up 2-0 over Aberdeen, and both teams came back and end up with a win. So maybe the first goal isn't the most important one to get. Maybe the first lead isn't the important one. It obviously is the one at the very end, but both teams come back from deficits and they pick up a win. Carter Vilhauer had 4 points. Derek Holland had the first goal of the game from Rorick and Carter Vilhauer to made it 2-1. Paxton Dahlman tied the game up, but then the game winner, and Vilhauer had the assist to Dahlman on a great pass. Vilhauer had the unassisted goal on the shorthanded goal to give them a 3-2 lead. Then he put in the empty netter to make it 4-2. Hayden Hansen and Ryan Fenton both scored, as those two guys end up with 2 points each, a goal and an assist. Beckett Rothrock had an assist on that Hayden Hansen goal. Andrew Weisenberger could have been our player of the game as well. He had 30 saves on 32 shots. Came up huge in that second and third period, stopping all 19 shots in that second and third. And it was the Aberdeen Cougars who had just 5 shots on goal in the third period. They scored 3 times on those 5 shots on goal and pick up the win 4-2 to advance to the state semifinal tomorrow against the Yankton Bucks. Aberdeen will take on Yankton. Sioux Falls East will now take on the Hawaii Capitals in that Constellation semifinal. That's the 2-6 matchup, and it will be the 3 versus 7 in the state semifinal tomorrow at 5 o'clock. That wraps up game number 2. We'll have about a 10-minute break. We'll come back with our third game coming up, as it will come back just around 4:50 or so. We're going to be trying to catch back up. So for those that on Brookings, if you're watching for K-Country for the radio side, be a little bit past 4:45 when we get on the air, but we'll be on the air about 4:50 or so, maybe 4:55, and we'll get rolling with the Brookings and the Sioux Falls West game, which is coming up next. 4-2 win for Aberdeen over Sioux Falls East, as we will see you here in about 10 minutes on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Following is a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports.
Sioux Falls West has it another time. Bergeson now is in onside. Shot, they score! Beckett Haldy wins it in double overtime.
And a hat-trick goal. It's time for the State Varsity Hockey Tournament on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports, presented by the South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association. The State Hockey Tournament is brought to you by Zander Auto Parts, the Aberdeen Chamber, Wagner Auto, Allied Plumbing and Heating, Weatherall, and the Field House.
Out to the blue line. Carter Vilhauer gets free. That shot, they score! We're tied at 4! Vilhauer ties it up with 7:45 to go.
And by Bauman Lumber, DJ's Cenix, Stalkin Peterson LLP, Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, First United Methodist Church, and River Bottom Sanitation.
So here now a chance for Sioux Falls West back in the offensive zone. That shot, here's Campbell. They score! Jeff Campbell makes it 3-2.
And by Hermanson Endodontics, Envirotech, Lake Area Tech, Leisure Palace, May Adam, Pelican Power Sports, and First Dakota National Bank.
The Rushmore Thunder, 22-0 in the regular season. They survived last night, down 1-0 through 2 periods. They won it 4-1, and they celebrate an undefeated season and a 7-0 dominant performance and win the state championship over the Sioux Falls West Flyers.
And now to the booth for the